Welcome to the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex for the 2026 GOAT 4v4 season. I am Andrew Keel, joined to my left by Billy Depew as we welcome you to the 5th season of the GOAT 4v4 League.
Yeah, Andrew, and it is an absolute pleasure always getting to watch these, we'll say walks of life throughout hockey. We got guys on the Pens Elite teams. We got guys playing in college hockey. May even see some NHL players here tonight for this upcoming GOAT 4v4 season. I'm really excited to kick off this new season, especially with how last season ended as well.
Oh, last season, probably the best playoff performance you're ever going to see. Started in the semifinals, you had an OT win for Teal, then you had an OT win for Black, then you had the Toilet Bowl, which was a 13-12 shootout, and then you go to the finals where Teal wins it again in overtime.
Yeah, Dane Ramirez tucked that one at the end there for Team Teal. And Andrew, you brought up a pretty interesting stat, as you and I were sitting here. What was it, the last 2 years, right? Or has it been every year since GOAT?
It's the last 2 years. I haven't gone back far enough to see how far back it goes, but definitely the last two.
Yeah, last 2 years, the team that previously finished in last place ended up winning the whole thing the year after. My prediction, that's not going to happen again. Listen, I know the boys in green, are hopeful that maybe they can keep this trend going here. But let's be honest, and we'll see them, in game 2 tonight, if I'm not mistaken. This Teal team is absolutely loaded, and honestly, I don't see how they just don't win the whole freaking thing again this year.
I want to back green for the narrative, but as they say, once a pattern is recognized, it stops.
Yeah.
So I do think we're going to get our first repeat champion. I think it's going to be either Teal or Purple, as those two, in my eyes, are the top two teams again this season.
Andrew, you also have to take an account for that Purple team who already had a phenomenal year. If we are expecting who we are actually expecting, the Latvian locomotive, Zemgus Girgensson, could be joining this Purple squad. He is on their roster, so it'll be really interesting to see how this season plays out here. Take it away, Andrew.
As we get ready for Puck Drop, we'll explain rules for newcomers as things go along. But off the draw, Red will take it back into their own zone. It'll be Colton Mauser who'll try and move it up the wall where it's intercepted by White. Leo Lashin, captain to captain. He'll go back to the point. Bryce Medved, he'll move in, drop it back. Caden Harvey walked into the slot. There goes over the head of the Red goaltender, Dylan Bork.
Yeah, the old 2 Niners son in Tendy once again in the GOAT 4v4 League.
Red moving up. It's Colin Bell Sterling. He'll go behind his own leg. Pass across. Shot there. Save made by Chase Hale. Couple returning goaltenders for these two teams. Over on the wall. Bell Sterling turns this one over. Now here comes Black on a breakaway. Carrying it, it's Harvey. Shot. He scores. Caden Harvey gets the game started with an early one for Black.
And Caden Harvey, just not even a minute in to our GOAT 4v4 League, is already put one up on the board. First goal of the year goes to Team Black. Caden Harvey with an absolute wrister.
Black trying to prove that the upset to make it to the finals last year was not a fluke, to try and get there again, but bad defense. Turnover. Red. Shot. It's fanned on. Another chance save there by Hale. As we approach under a minute and a half in, as you'll see, we will update you throughout. 2-on-1 for Black. Pass across. Too far away there from Lieb. Running clock, 23-minute periods, only 2 periods of 4-on-4 hockey. As we will get our first penalty.
Wow.
Which is a rare sighting in the 4v4 League. It'll be number 11, Jack Nolan, to take a seat for Red.
Yeah, and as Andrew mentioned, penalties are few and far in between. But one thing that is not few and far between is goals.
Yes.
Last year, one of the last games that was played, actually we call it the Toilet Bowl, in honor of the two teams who finished in last place, actually ended up having a total of 27 goals in 46 minutes of play.
Black now on the power play, a 4-on-3 power play. It'll be moved up the wall. Harvey has it. He'll go across to Sean Miller. Back across to the point. Shot scores. It's Caden Harvey again as he gets his second on the power play.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just super easy, you know, and I mean, I guess it goes for the same when you got 5 guys on the ice in regulation hockey, but especially when you're playing 4-on-3, don't necessarily have a whole lot of guys able to pick off passes, and right off the point was Caden Harvey, and he was able to just absolutely let that one loose once again. Black up 2-0.
And as you see, it is still a 4-on-3. There is no jailbreak for a goal, so you got to kill the whole 2 minutes no matter what. If you get that penalty, that's how they try and decentivize those penalties. Lieb will try and move it up the wall. Snyder can't get it out. Now here comes Red on a break. Carrying up. Shot goes wide from Patsavias. Black with a quick up. They'll move up 2-on-1 on the power play. Sean Miller holding, passing across. Shot just goes wide on the tip from Nolan Snyder. He has it now across. Tried to find Harvey again for maybe a natty hattie in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, Caden Harvey, Andrew, out of Windsor in the OHL, already on a super hot start there. Almost had his third here with just about 19 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll call it halves because there's only 2 of them. But that, I don't know if we've seen. It's probably one of the quickest hat tricks we would have seen in Go4 before history, and albeit it would have been off of that, and no ice called there.
Trying to spring Nolan out of the box as he was set free. Pass goes wide. Black will take it. Carrying it center is Kamzik. Kamzik top of the circle. Still holding. Try to pass it across. Gets blocked. Recover himself and keeps it in with a stretch before dumping it around the far wall. Pushing down low to Mowry. He's fighting there with Mauser. Taken away there by Kamzik. He tries to move in the middle. Broken up by Red number 6 and Bell Sterling. Moved across. Poked there by a black stick. Offside or Team Red. Sawicki carrying in. Trying to dangle through. Saved there by Hale. Battle in the corner. Coming out with it will be Black and Lieb. They'll move it up to Bryce Medved. Carrying across. Pass there. Goes wide. Pass Bork. Red looking to cut into this lead. Sawicki. He'll go all the way behind the net. Still with it. Miller pushes on him. Passes that one across and eventually covered there by Hale as it pops in front of him.
Andrew, so far we are just over 17 and a half left to go in this first period, and honestly, Black has really just controlled the puck, right? Red has not had very many opportunities, and when they do, it's been wide every time. They have to keep control. Puck's in deep. Just play the puck. Get some shots on net.
Mauser will dump that one back in as we take a look across at the benches. Black down by 3 skaters in terms of how many they have, but now they're up 3-1 on a 3-on-1. Pass there will get deflected, so can't get a real chance opportunity out of it. Harvey able to pick it up, though, as they gain momentum. Lashin. He'll dump it in the corner. Sean Miller. Into the middle. Harvey. Pass across. Waiting. Save made by Bork.
Oh, man.
Took too long there. Maybe it was Lieb.
You could tell Bork was all frozen up there, but no avail, and we got an opportunity here.
Moving in. Petrov. Dance across. Hale trying to get back. Saving on the line. There was Lieb as he pickpockets. Moves it up forward. Here's Sean Miller. 2-on-0. Harvey to Miller. Backhand. Scores. Beautiful play by Black on the D end, and then a 2-on-0 goal to make it 3-0.
Yeah, you know, I would not be surprised if we're tallying points here, if Caden Harvey ends the night as the points leader for the entire league.
Yeah.
We're just passing the 16-minute mark left, and he already has accounted for 3 points for this Black team, and he does not have the puck.
Snyder will carry that one in, stopped by Bork. A Red player taken down, a no call. Snyder will have it. Pressured by 2 Red bodies, and Red will not be able to get it out, but Medved will take it out on his own accord. Carrying in now is Red. Petrov into the middle. Poggia shot. It is sticked aside by Hale. Carrying up now Snyder. He loses that one to the defense. And now Red will try and carry it again. Jack Nolan, he'll go across. Wide open shot and scores. Top corner for Aiden Petrov. And Red isn't out of it yet.
Red finally on the board here. Petrov with a beautiful opposite side wrist shot there. Right on the dot. Can't ask for anything better there. Red able to answer here. 3-1.
14:50 just passing on the clock. So still plenty of time in this first and a whole second half. So, you know, anything can happen. We've seen crazy things in this Go 4v4 league.
Yeah, you know, there's so much scoring in this 4v4 play. I don't want to say defense isn't important, but you see mostly like there are listed guys who are listed as defenders in this league, but truthfully it is positionless hockey. You know, guys trying to get the best shot opportunities as possible, and really anyone will take the puck.
Miller will carry it in. He'll go over to Harvey once again. Gold on his stick. Move across, shots, and it's in the back of the net again. Harvey gets his 4th point of the night. Sean Miller gets his 2nd goal of the night, and it's 4-1.
Yeah, really easy connection there. Red lost Miller off to that left side there for the 1T, and it was a beauty.
Black definitely trying to prove that wasn't a fluke last year of making it past the powerhouse purple in the semifinals. Lashon will dump it in.
And that was the interesting part, Andrew. If I'm not mistaken, they actually finished under 500 in the regular season play. It really was just, you know, teal and purple. That really was the story of the entire tournament. And then the black team really came on late. Speaking of that,
Harvey almost with a pickpocket there, trying to move it across there. Does eventually make it across, up in the air, and cleared out of danger by Red with Nick Sawicki. Over to his brother Anthony Sawicki. He'll try and airmail it. Gets kept in at the line. Poked away, though, as he saves his own mistake. Dobson will hold it now behind the red net. He'll flutter that one over to Nick Sawicki. He'll leave it for Anthony Sawicki. Playing catch with another one. Over across, a little bit too high on that pass. And now Black's got another 2-on-1. Snyder, make it a 3-on-1. Snyder across, airmails that one over the net was Xavier Lieb to stop that one from making it 5-1.
You know, Andrew, a couple minutes ago I had mentioned that this league represents a lot of positionless hockey. And I think Red is not an exception to the rule. They're missing a lot of guys, you know, marking a lot of guys that just simply have a lot of 1T opportunities, one-timers. Sorry, I played too much Chell. A lot of one-timer opportunities that, you know, they need to cut out. A lot of 3-on-1. You've seen a lot of advantage opportunities for Black, and here's another one here.
Snyder with a turnover pass. This one across. Shot there. Save made by Bork. Bork's doing solid on anything that doesn't have Harvey's name on it. Pass into the middle. Shot save made there by Hale. Snyder will try and move it up. It's kept in at the line. Petrov dancing down. Trying to pass it across, and it's in the back of the net. Cohen Bell-Sterling just slides that one under the leg of Chase Hale.
Yeah, Bell-Sterling's been around for a few years now in the Go 4v4 League. He finally gets on the board here. I was going to give Chase Hale a really good compliment, which, regardless, it still was a great save on that backhand opportunity there for Red right before that shot. Nonetheless, gets a backhander snuck right by him. Hale not able to cover it up. Red cuts the lead to 2.
Harvey will have it now. He'll move this one quickly up to Lieb. Lieb all the way across. Shot there is in the back of the net. It'll be Leo Lashin as he gets his first, and if we're counting secondary assists, that's a 5th point on the night for Harvey.
Unbelievable. You know, I don't know what the record is for most points in a single Go 4v4 game. I'm sure it's probably something ridiculous like 10, but regardless, 5 points.
Halfway there.
Yeah, 5 points already. For a Black team that, you mentioned it earlier, just doesn't have as much depth as this Red one has here, excuse me.
Bad turnover right in front of the net. It'll be swung back to the point to who else but Harvey. Caden Harvey walking the line into the slot. Shot save made. Rebound was right there. Got out of danger, though, by the red defender in front. Mauser will take it. He'll move it up the wall. Trying to get past one. And red take it back. 3-on-1. Pass across. Shot glove. Save made by Hale.
Yeah, Andrew, Chase Hale is another one that's been around for, honestly, I feel like the entirety of the GOAT 4v4 League since its inception. Definitely not dating him here. We've only been around for about 5 years, I believe. But regardless, Chase Hale has always been a staple for the tending. As for Dylan Bork, he's also been around for quite a while. He's a young guy. He's currently in the OJHL. Has a lot of time to improve on his tendy skills. And this is honestly one of the best places to do it here, just outside of the hockey season.
Shot there goes wide from Mowry. It'll rim around, kept in by Medved. That one will not be kept in by Medved as he dangles himself offsides. Kamzik tries to dance around one but can't get past the second, and red will take possession back. Volkoskis will move it across. Poked away there, and now here comes Black. On a rush, Snyder, shot, save made Bork, and a cover.
Yeah, Dylan Bork certainly being tested early here within this GOAT 4v4 season, certainly not getting much help in front of the net from the boys in red. But again, there's only so much he can do, especially with all the one-timer opportunities that Black has had so far and shots in front of the net. I think it also has something to do, Andrew, with, not saying these guys don't want to be here. There's obviously a reason why they're here. But I'm certainly not stepping in front of a, 80, 90 mile an hour wrister in a summer league, and that's for certain. Oh, and they're going to get him for that.
Black will have their first penalty of the season. It'll be Case Kamzik. I wonder if that's something we're going to see more often, is more penalties. Because we've had 2 already, and there's been times where we've had a whole week without them.
Yeah, I mean, we have, you're absolutely right. We have gone multiple weeks without a penalty in the GOAT 4v4 League. Albeit, we have had some personnel changes for the Zebras over the years. And that could also take into effect. Here's an opportunity.
Huge opportunity off the faceoff. Holds it way too long and ends up losing it to Harvey behind the net. Had Hale out of position, but I mean, thought he didn't have the space to put it past him.
Andrew, Hawk, what I've learned is
Harvey takes this one up to the middle to Miller. Short-handed is Black, dancing through, couldn't get through the legs of Patsilvis. Harvey, he'll walk around backhanded into the middle. Shot there, save made by Bork. As Black is cooking short-handed.
Yeah, and Andrew, what I've learned over the years, calling hockey for quite some time and being somewhat of a hockey connoisseur, is sometimes hockey is more of a quantity over quality sport. You have to put shots on the net. And opportunities down there like Red had, albeit might have not been the best shot in the world, but you got to put it on. And you see Black.
Shot off the draw.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to do. Especially with a young tendy in there like Dylan Bork. I feel like Black is just going to attack, honestly, whenever they have an opportunity to.
Draw win for red here. As they'll now move up. Petrov up the middle will drop it. Full power play time now. Sawicki over to Petrov. Patsilvis will go back to Petrov. Now down below, misses his man. And Black will take it and clear it down the ice. Red, a team that really wants to improve this season after making that toilet bowl, losing the toilet bowl last season as well. It's a bad turnover at center ice by this red squad. Can't get a good shot off is Mowry. And now red will try and come up. That one will be dumped down, and we've got a power play icing for red. Another rare occurrence here is an icing.
Yeah, you'll see that from time to time, right? Just because there's one less guy on the ice. But again, what I like about this league is that, these are, albeit long halves, but the clock is always moving, as Andrew alluded to. We play 2 23-minute halves in this league. Just constant movement. constant movement. And it also makes things interesting as well for line changes because stoppages aren't as common either.
Face-off win for Black. They take it back as their man exits the box. Red will take it at center ice, though. Petrov being pestered there by Harvey. Gets past him and now carries it into the Black zone. He'll drop it back for Belsterling. Dumps it down in the corner. Petrov finds Belsterling. Shot there is blocked by Lashin. Into the wall. Harvey trying to get it out. Red keeps it in. Another deflection on a pass by Black. They're doing great in both ends of the ice. Steal and pushed up to who else but Caden Harvey. All alone. Save made by Bork. Couldn't beat him that time.
No, he could not. Good wrist shot opportunity there for Caden Harvey. Dylan Bork just beat him there quicker.
Petrov can't get a shot off. Another pass breakup by this Black squad. Up the middle and a quick turnaround. Petrov. Over to the fall wall and miscommunication by captain and player. Because now we've got another odd man rush. Snyder dancing in. Can't get the shot off on Bork. Just rolled too far. Snyder with it now.
Wow.
In front they score. Sean Miller, he gets the hat trick. And it's 6-2 Black.
Wow. I mean, Caden Harvey and Sean Miller are just putting on an absolute display. What about that pass? Backhanded cross crease. Had a lot of heat on that. That's not an easy one to get your twig on the other side there. Nonetheless, Smith gets it done. 6-2 white, or Black, excuse me.
Up the middle, carrying is Mowry. Tried to dangle through a couple. 2-minute red bodies in the lane as we hit under 3.5 to go in the first half. Pocket pick, Kamzik. He tries to go out to the point to Snyder, bounces over his stick, and will go all the way down to Chase Hale, who will leave it off for him. Hale will move it to Mowry. And back into their own zone, Mowry will go. He's pressured here by Wilkoskis, tries to get past him, and Red takes it from him on entry again. Dobson will carry it now for Red. Drops it back to Belsterling. Dangles past one, but loses it to Snyder. Able to whack it out to center. If they hurry, it's a 2-on-0, and they do. Lieb across, save made by Dylan Bork. Snyder still with it. He'll move it down to Medved. His shot save made. Rebound bouncing out into the slot. And Red will take it.
Really good possession there for Dylan Bork. Two really good stops, especially that. Yet again, another 2-on-0 opportunity for Black. And there's a shot. And where is it?
And a great save by Hale right in front on Pat Silvas.
Andrew, also important to note, just something to point out, I don't think this league ever had a sponsor up until this season. If they did, it wasn't as big as the likes of Dick's Sporting Goods, which seems to be now everywhere here in the Pittsburgh area.
Yeah. Now it'll be moved up by Black once again. Lieb dances through, tries to pace, gets back to Harvey, misses wide. That puck had eyes to make its way back to Harvey.
Absolutely. Great move by Lee there.
Dumped in by Sawicki. Moved around behind the net. Tried to get it back in front. Couldn't do so. Backdoor, and they score. Carson Paglia. Oh, I am entirely mistaken.
You are. You are entirely mistaken. Mr. Hale was there, Andrew.
That was... caught me off guard. Shot there is blockered away and cleared to the point.
And Chase Hale has had some really tough opportunities that he has just simply shut down so far.
And a turnover to Harvey. He comes in. Sawicki's chasing him. In. Shot. Save made. Bork. Kept out.
Wow.
Almost caught himself skating back into the net. We have 45 seconds to go in the first half.
You know, Red ought to be thankful for Dylan Bork. You know, if you really take into account every goal that should have been a goal, White, or why do I keep? It's because it says white on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Black would be in double digits right now.
Black took their time to get into the faceoff dot, trying to keep the score as close to 6-2 as they can before the end of this first half. They don't want a late one, as Red's going to try and force one here. Nick Sawicki, he drops it. Shot, save made. Rebound was right on the doorstep. Taken away. Black now going to turn it up quickly. Here's Nolan Snyder. 8 seconds to go. Shot goes through and in the back of the net. Caught it on the rebound behind the net. And Black able to pull ahead 7-2 to end the period.
Super unfortunate for Dylan Bork. That puck ended up right in front of the net. Black was there to finish it off. That's going to be the end of the first half here. Black up 7-2 early here, Andrew.
We're going to step aside for 2 minutes and be back for the second half of Black and Red. Second half ready to go. This Black team really put on a clinic in that first half.
Yeah, Andrew, and again, you know, it goes back to just a couple things, right? Quantity, or excuse me, yeah, no, it's exactly what I was going to say. Quantity over quality, and just simply helping the son of the old 2-9er out a little bit. And wow, okay.
Right off the bat, Harvey scores again. He gets his third of the night as a hot start for the second half for Black.
Yeah, his 6th point of the game, Andrew. Now 2 players, which again, this isn't extremely unheard of, but 2 players wearing black already have a hat trick, and we are just starting the second half here in the GOAT 4v4 League of the entire season.
Yeah, it's the first game. As that one gets dumped down, Chase Hale will come out to play it. He'll move it up the wall, finding Lieb. Able to get it out to Sean Miller, also with a hat trick in his pocket. Lieb moving in, back, shot goes over the net from Sean Miller. This will go behind the net. Lieb tried to send it in front, bouncing puck. It'll eventually bounce out to Harvey, who will recollect at center. Carrying in now is Harvey. He'll move it across. Lieb back to the point. Miller looking for a deflection. Got one from the red team instead, though. Harvey, he'll leave it for Medved. He'll walk in. Shot there. Hits something and goes wide.
Looked like it clipped the blocker there of Bork on the way to the net. Way to get his wrist up there.
All the way. Harvey shot. Save made by Bork. Point blank. As now Red looking to get one going the other way. Nolan leaves it. Dances around as Thomas. He'll move in. Can't get the shot off on Hale. All the way up. That one will be just past Lieb thanks to the deflection by Red. But in front, save made by Bork. Still playing with it. Back to Medved. His shot scores. Bryce Medved continues the onslaught for Black.
Yeah, Andrew, and I feel like I'm playing on repeat here, but again, the only goals that are going in for Black are either shots directly in the slot with no one in front of the shot taker, or a one-timer. The two worst goals to give up in hockey, of course, besides breakaways, which have happened tonight.
Medved will move it up. Kamzik has to circle back as Snyder mistimed his jump into the offensive zone. Kamzik will go in. 4 red bodies around him, still with the puck behind the net. He'll go up the wall. He finds Mowry. He'll go down to find Nolan Snyder. He walks the line. Off the far wall. Red beats him to it, though. Carrying up is Trey Dobson. Moves it back. Can't get past the Black defender. Goes back to Colton Mauser, captain of the red team. Mauser, he'll dump it in the corner, but no one there in red. As now taking it is Mowry. He'll move it up the wall, finding Medved. Dances past his one. Has now a 3-on-1 for Black again. Medved tried to sauce it across. Couldn't get it over to Snyder, though. Back to Kamzik. He moves in. Shot off the crossbar and stays in play. Red now. Moving up. Paglia. Shot. Save made by Hale. Red with a turnover. Able to steal this puck. They'll play catch at the point. Bellsterling trying to dance past. Can't get past Snyder. As the puck ends up in the corner. Snyder fakes out, and here's Harvey. No one within a country mile. Harvey dances and scores. Caden Harvey, with no help for Bork, gets his 4th.
Yeah, you talk about like Revis Island in football, right, Al? No one's allowed on it. Well, it's been quite the opposite for the Bork Island here tonight. He's been really all alone on quite a few goals tonight. And whether it's a summer league or not, that just can't be fun. What a defensive play, but does not work.
And then a great save by Hale on the back end on Sawicki.
Typically, Andrew, some of the GAAs, the goals allowed for these goalies are hovering around, 6 or 7. Wink. Throughout the season, some guys even hovering around that 8 range. And right now, from the looks of it, Chase Hale looking like he's going to keep that number certainly below average.
Lead pass in front, Harvey. Now, that one was a rocket over the net. This one cleared out. We're only 5 minutes into the second period as we've got an icing call to Red's disdain is coming out to play it there. Was Chase Hale.
Yeah, just a lot of communication from this Red team tonight, Andrew. You've seen a lot of opportunities where, where are we?
We're going to center due to a ref incorrect whistle.
Fair enough. Anyway, as I was saying, it's a lot of miscommunication from this Red team as well. Dropping pucks behind when there's no one there. Shot opportunities that are there. There's another one that should have gotten there.
Still in the crease, still digging as the Red team, eventually getting it out, is Snyder. Medved. He'll walk past Sawicki, drop it there for Snyder. Snyder tried to go behind the back. Able to get in the way, though, was Patsilvas. Red now making their way in. Nick Sawicki. Tried to send it in front for his brother. Couldn't get through the Black bodies. Dumped around behind and will go to the stick of Anthony Sawicki. Turned over to Black, though. 3-on-2 for this Black squad. 4-on-2 now. Dumped all the way across the ice. Bryce Medved in front. Couldn't find the back of the net when cutting hard to the crease. Pass across. Trying to find Harvey. Good stick deflection there by Red, though. Cleared out the center. Right to Bryce Medved as he was going for a change. Nolan Snyder over to Harvey. Harvey walks into the red zone. We'll go back to the point. Sean Miller. Still with it. He'll go down to Lieb. Lieb in front, couldn't find a stick of Harvey.
I'm just not understanding, Andrew, the mentality of Red. I just feel like there's someone always open.
Still dancing with it is Black. That one broken up by Sawicki. And now here come the Red squad. Here's Petrov in. Shot sticks. Save made by Chase Hale.
He put a lot on that shot there, Andrew. Again, nothing else expected from the Great Wall of Hale. I mean, he's been an absolute monster tonight, albeit the shot totals, we don't have them up here, but you'd have to imagine Black is leading in that department by a pretty substantial margin. But nonetheless, Chase Hale has really shut everything down that's come his way.
And another odd man rush here for White. It's Lieb in off the post. No goal is the signal from the ref. It was so close to going bar in. And now on the other way, Red, is that one bounces off the skate of the referee and just goes too far away.
Super
from Nolan.
there.
Turned over in the slot though. Save made Hale again.
He's been all over the place, Andrew. You know, again, a guy who's been playing for this league probably since it started here, and you know, very good keeper here throughout the years, and still clearly has it here at the start of this 2026 season.
Harvey will move it up the wall. He finds Lieb as we've got a 2-on-1 again for Black. Lieb, pass across. Moving in, backhand shot, save made on Miller by Bork. Miller finds Lieb in front, waiting, and finally buries it. A beautiful pass from behind the net, beautiful patience by Lieb, and it's 11-2.
You know, Andrew, I know this is, you know, we call it a summer league for a reason, right? Like the point of this is so the guys can stay warm. But truthfully, if you're getting your rear end kicked this bad, I mean, I don't know how this is fun. Personally, I would not want to, you know, take any part of this, especially if your name is Dylan Bork. I would not be having a lot of fun. Nonetheless, Black is surely having a lot of fun right now as they're up 9 here with 13:30 left to go in the second half.
Edved with a huge move at center ice as he gets this one down to Kamzik. He'll go around behind the net. Back to the point, Mowry. Dancing the blue line into the slot. Backhand shot, save made Bork as he gets that one in the Sporting Goods logo.
Wish we had like a sponsor line for them, you know.
Yeah.
Like get your World Cup jerseys in, blah blah blah, something like that. I don't know, but hey, it is cool. It's very cool.
This one will go down to Kamzik. In the middle, finding Snyder. Under 13 minutes to go in the second half. Medved at the point. Down to Kamzik. Kamzik dances around. Leaves it and loses it to Red. 3-on-2, but Kamzik able to force a missed pass, and everyone gets to regroup. Belsterling, he'll go across. Mauser tried to go back to him. Just the puck in between. Defensive effort once again. Black able to steal this one. Mowry carries in, puts on the brakes, still dancing around. Backhand pass, finds Snyder. Had Harvey open, elects to go back to Medved. Medved tries to leave it for Harvey, but miscommunication there is a rare one for Black.
Yeah, it certainly has been rare. You know, they really just are on all facets on the same page here, and the scoreboard shows it for sure.
Harvey gets blocked there as a huge block by Lashin, as behind him was Belsterling. This one's going to be dumped back by Black and will be an icing. 11:40 to go in the second and counting. 11-2 Black in the lead over Team Red. Not the start you wanted for Red, but this is exactly what you wanted if you're Team Black.
Yeah, no, certainly. You know, I'm not in the minds of these guys. You know, it is a summer league after all, but it is true to the fact that here's a shot opportunity, and no surprise there, Chase Hale is all over it. But, you know, it's really interesting, you know, the mindset of these guys in these leagues. Like, they are competitors after all. All these guys, whether they're in, you know, Penn's Elite, you know, that young, some of these guys in the NHL, some of these guys playing overseas, you know, the mindset of all these guys are still that they are competitors. Is that one fans right past 3 guys in red for a one-timer opportunity.
Yeah, that's one you're going to want back if you're red. As that one will get kicked into the corner. Sean Miller to pick it up. Pinching is the red defender, and now we've got another 2-on-1. Lieb carries in, drops it back. Miller down to Lieb again. Pass across to Miller, couldn't find his stick. Harvey there to pick up the loose change. He goes across to Lieb, whacks at it backwards, down behind the net. Miller. They'll go up to Kamzik. Kamzik will go to Harvey. Harvey will walk down, gets pressured here hard by Belsterling as that one will make its way out to center. Kamzik fighting with red, and now here they come. Nick Sawicki shot! Shoulder save made by Hale again. That one gets airmailed out to center, and guess who's there? It's Caden Harvey. Harvey moving in across, save made by Bork. Gets the toe on that cross grease. Back to get it, Kamzik. Kamzik past one into the slot, down low for Lieb. Lieb tries to go up to the point. It's broken up. Petrov. He has one with him. Dances past Mowry. Goes back to the FedEx logo. Down to Sawicki. His shot goes wide, and Kamzik will find that loose puck out at center. We got a 2-on-1 for Black. Drops it back for Mowry. His shot is stopped by Bork. Under 10 minutes to go in the second. Dancing around is Mowry. He'll go down, find Snyder. Snyder still walking. Shot there. Rebound is available, and Kamzik buries it. Another one for Black, and it's 12-2.
Yeah, you could tell the vibes are really good over there on the Black bench right now. I mean, rightfully so when you're up double digits in a hockey game, albeit. Certainly going over what the average is for a game here in the Go 4v4 League. And they still have 8:30 left to put a goal or 2 or 7 up on the board here.
Black will enter in once again. It's Medved, but we're going to call that offsides as we've got 8:20 to go in the second.
Yeah, Andrew, I want to talk about Chase Hale for a second. Once again, you know, in a league that, you know, goals are inevitable, right? Like, it's, I mean, clearly they're inevitable. You got 14 goals combined already here with still 8 minutes to play. When you have a guy like Chase Hale, as he freezes that one there.
They thought he was going to get to throw that puck out, but I guess not.
But yeah, Andrew, when you have a guy like Chase Hale in a league that, you know, you just know that goals are going to be scored, probably at least 10 of them a game. Having a guy like that, you know, in front of the net is unbelievable. And then there's a one-time opportunity once again, and Hale's all over it.
Hale once again standing tall. As we got 7:30 to go in the second. Black will push that one out to center off the draw. Anthony Sawicki will try and carry it in. He does, moving in, poked away there by Hale as he swipes at it. It'll go back to the point. Petrov down to find Nolan. Petrov gets it back, loses it though. Mowry trying to get it out. Kamzik does, and that will be a call, as that's definitely not what you want if you want any sort of comeback for Red.
Certainly not, Andrew. And, you know, again, we talk about penalties being few and far in between in this league. That one was as clear as day. Can't ask for any more of a tripping penalty there for Team Red. And now Black will go up a man here with a minute 55 on that. And that's another important thing to note, folks, as well. That clock for that power play starts as soon as that clock starts running, which is always so.
As if we ever get a chance to look to our right, Chase Hale is on the bench for Team Black. So a 5-on-3 power play for this Black squad. Passing around. Playing catch around the outside. Black is perfectly fine just killing time. Harvey's pass there is broken up as they are playing some hard passes right now. That one gets tipped and goes wide. Snyder. He'll go back to the point to find Lashin. Drops it from Miller. Sean Miller just walking in, tried to find Harvey, and instead almost scores on himself. A little more oomph on that one, and that's in his own net. As now Harvey will take it up himself. Harvey dangling all three, but it ends up in the corner. Harvey will go corner to Miller. Down low to Lieb. That one gets blocked by Mauser. Eventually picked back up by Miller. Miller's shot, looking for a tip in front. Couldn't get one. Mowry behind the net. Tried to go to someone in front. It's blocked. Red gonna fire it towards the empty net. That one will go wide. Mauser putting on the Jets on Medved. Able to take that one from him, and he will score on the short-handed empty net goal for Colton Mauser.
A little bit of a morale boost there for Red. You know, they're down. Black's up 2 guys on that goal there.
Hale will re-enter the net. Back to even strength it will be for the last 4:25 as the time expired on that penalty.
Unless there's another penalty, Andrew. I personally, all the games that I've watched, wow. Okay.
Mauser sends that one over the scoreboard.
Yeah, that probably would have been gone at PNC Park from home plate. I mean, that was certainly something. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen I don't think I've ever seen a GOAT game with 3 penalties in it. Let alone if there's one more, we'd be at 4, which is absolutely insane.
Medved will move that one up the wall, finds Snyder. Snyder carrying in, dangles past Mauser, goes behind the net. Snyder still with it, drops it for Mowry, loses it to Mauser though. But he loses it to Kamzik. Now Black back with possession. Shot there, tipped wide by Mowry. Mowry and Mauser getting at it in the corner as well as the ref. As this one poked out to Snyder at the point. Looking for a tip in front, in feet, and Red get it out. Can they spring free? And they do. Carrying up Carson. Paglia couldn't get past Hale. As Hale stops another one. Paglia poked away again by Hale. Kamzik, he finds Mowry. He'll move it forward to Medved. Medved back across. Mowry's shot. Save made. Bork. It's loose. Almost put it in his own net. As that one stopped on the line.
Dropped out like a turd, Andrew. Right on the red line there. Wow.
This will go out the center. Mauser pressured by Kamzik as we have 2:41 to go.
Isn't it kind of funny, Andrew, how the only goal that Red has scored in this second half was one that Chase Hale, well, there was an opportunity there.
Oof, another stop.
The only goal scored by Red was when Chase Hale wasn't on the ice.
Harvey has it now. He'll leave it for the man off the bench. Shot there goes wide from Lashin. Lee will try and move it back. Goes past, and Miller will just take his time at center. Here comes Black. It's Harvey again. Harvey in, shot, and scores.
Oh.
They want to keep that double-digit lead, and they get it right back. It's 13-3.
Yeah, a little proposal wrister there for Harvey for his 5th. No, excuse me. 4, was it 4
Fifth.
or 5? It is 5 to this point. I knew I wasn't losing it. 5th goal of the night. Gets on a knee. Will you marry me, net? Absolutely. Beautiful wrist shot there for Harvey. That's got to be close. That's got to be at least his 8th point tonight, Andrew.
It's got to be close for sure. 1:30 to go. Harvey will elect to stand behind his own net, as they're going to go with a little bit of time killing here at the end of this game. Harvey looking to go coast to coast. Drops it back. Lashin gives it to Harvey. He'll go back out the center. Lieb with it now. He'll go backward to Harvey.
Certainly
1 minute.
Certainly a rag mentality here for Black to end this game.
Miller will try and go all the way over to Harvey. It's broken up by Red and flipped out to center. But Lashin will be there for Black. Lashin pushes it back behind his own net to be picked up here by Harvey.
Andrew, Black kind of played with this push and pull mentality tonight where really just being patient. Here's a one-timer opportunity, fanned there by Miller. And he's not real thrilled about that, it appears.
He's just going to sling it back to center to waste some more time.
And it looks like both teams are perfectly content with ending this one off here. Is Chase Hale going to
take a
let
shot?
it loose, Chase?
10 seconds.
Let it loose.
Elect to just put it in the corner. No shot from Chase Hale as time will expire on this one. Black coming out with a vengeance after the OT loss in the championship game last year. They unfortunately, Red was in their way, and Red got a little bit run over in this one. Black 13-3.
Yeah, certainly, and getting ran over is an understatement, Andrew. You know, again, you have two guys over that hat trick mark for the boys in black, and Red just was not ready for the start of this GOAT 4v4 league. I thought there was, even though, again, this is certainly an offensive league, just no defense whatsoever, not an effort. Most of their goals came straight from the slot pertaining to Black. Slot, breakaways, and one-timers. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the worst goals to give up here in Black, really making a statement here early within this GOAT 4v4 season.
So that'll do it for game one, as we'll be back in, if I had to guess, about 20 minutes. We'll be back for game two of the evening. It'll be Team Purple taking on Team Green, as those two look to start their seasons the same way Black did. We'll see if that happens in about 20 minutes from puck drop.
Welcome back here, folks, to the Go 4v4 League. I am Billy Depew. Joining me tonight is Andrew Keel. Game 2 almost underway here as green and purple will clash for the second game of our opener of the GOAT 4v4 League. Andrew, very interesting matchup. Purple seemingly running it back with the same squad, although green has, as we were looking through it, pretty much a totally revamped roster after having the first overall pick in this last year's draft, which obviously means they finished in last in regular season play last season.
Yeah, I mean, if you look on paper, you probably got the best team in the league to your right in purple. If you look to your left, you look at the pattern staking champions of the future in green. So these are, if the pattern continues and the team who finished last wins next year, it'll be green. But if you look at this purple roster, you added a couple guys to this team who, you know, were on other teams last year, and they just found ways to snag them and make them work. Christian Humphreys being one of them. They brought back the Latvian locomotive and Zemgus Girgensson. He took the season off last year playing for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and now he's going to come in for this purple team. Also, their lone rookie is their goaltender, Ryder Fedorov. Don't know a bunch about him, but from our Penn State insider, Evan Smith, he's going to be a stud for this purple team.
Certainly, Andrew, and purple is not the only team debuting a goalie in the GOAT 4v4 League. Cassidy Kitteridge from Corpus Christi in the NAHL will also be a first-timer here in the GOAT 4v4 League. Play almost getting underway here, but Andrew, you mentioned it already. One of the lone NHL players, and to my knowledge, the only NHL player in the GOAT 4v4 League this year, and Zemgus Girgensson, playing for the Tampa Bay Lightning, started his career back in 2006 and is still playing hockey in the NHL.
Purple does have an AHL player, and that being Matthew DeMarsico. Maybe you could see him in the NHL in a couple years. But as of right now, not an NHL player. Only NHL player will be Zemgus Girgensson.
Green still picking up the pucks before we get started here. Purple all ready to go. But yeah, purple has one of the more like, you know, not age in the sense that they're old, but age rosters in the sense of this team has seemingly, at least the guys have seemingly stuck around since the beginning of Go 4v4, excuse me. You mentioned guys like Christian Humphreys, the DeMarsico brothers. Those guys have all been playing in this GOAT 4v4 League for quite some time. As we are getting ready for the puck drop here, Michael DeMarsico in for purple, loses that face-off there. Green will start with the puck. It's going to be bad pass there from Brian Woods, and a shot already, and that's good. Little bit of a misfire there for the boys in green. And Braden Ford. Oh, sorry about that. The captain, Michael DeMarsico, will tap it in there for purple. Easy goal to start us off here. 1-0. Purple takes it.
And a pass from Zemgus Girgensson as well. So you got an NHL player feeding you the puck while he's falling down as well. That's a once-in-a-lifetime goal for sure.
Matt DeMarsico passes it off, leaves it back for Girgensson. Purple rotating it behind the net. Puck lost there by Matt DeMarsico out of Colorado in the AHL. He's going to leave it for his brother, Michael. Braden Ford with a pass out in front. Nobody home. Purple still retains possession. And it's going to be passed to Braden Ford, back to the Minnesota player in Christian Humphreys. Collegiate hockey. He's going to play it around out in front. No good. Tommy Whitford could not corral it. Purple nonetheless still has possession. Braden Ford playing it back, taken in by purple. Christian Humphreys, very good player, had a great season in the Go 4v4 last year. Tried to get a pass off, no good. Anthony Spadero able to break that up, to our knowledge, also new to the Go 4v4 League. Anthony Sargo. Not the only Sargo playing in this game tonight. Oh, my apologies. Yeah, there are two Sargos for this team. And now Purple's going to win back possession once again. That's going to be Saxon Robertson. Leaves it behind the net for Tyler Sipple, a NHL free agent. And it looks like we are going to get our first stoppage of the game.
We said in the first game that, penalties kind of ramped up compared to last season, but that also could just be they're going to get more throughout the season. You might see more penalties than normal seasons because, you get a new officiating crew you get stricter rules on, some antics that players get up to. You never know. We could see a big change this season.
Saxon Robertson going to get called there for the infringement. That dump will do just enough for Green to reset. The pass goes back to Brian Woods, the Mount St. Charles 18U player. Noah Smith plays it down for the captain, Mark Evans. He's going to play it back. Has the puck once again. A toe drag move, a great one, and oh my goodness, Zach Goldfin was right there. Could not get a twig on it. Back to Woods. Woods going to play it in. Shot on net is good. Just snuck by Ryder Fedorov. And Zach Goldfin is going to put it in the net. We're all knotted up here, unlike the scoreboard shows. 1-1 here in the second game of the GOAT 4v4 League.
Yeah, it was a nice little off-angle shot. Catches Fedorov off guard. And power play continues here with 1 minute to go. Maybe Green can get a little advantage here on the scoreboard off this Purple team who has a really strong team.
Just over 4 minutes played so far. Purple on the short-handed opportunity there for Zemgus Girgensons. Couldn't make anything happen. Green going out the other way. That's Noah Smith, part of the Pens Elite 18U team. He still has it. He's going to play it down behind the net. Pass out in front. No good. Purple looking to still play short-handed. And Evan Cunyon, the captain, who I have not mentioned yet tonight, another staple of the GOAT 4v4 League. Been quite a while for quite some time. Saxon Robertson tried to leave the sin bin early.
Gotta wait for the...
And now he can go.
Gotta wait for the puck drop.
They were a little more lenient on that in the last time, but an opportunity here for Anthony Sargo. Passes out in front. Shot no good. Right place, right time for the Penn State keeper, Ryder Fedorov. Pass out in front of DeMarsico. Evan Cunyon with it. Can't do anything with it. And Matt DeMarsico will reset right back to Cunyon, taking his time. No offsides call, and I lied. I thought they weren't going to call it, but they did end up calling it, and rightfully so.
Yeah,
it was very close, but they did end up calling
sure.
it.
But offsides is, in fact, the call.
Matt DeMarsico will win the face-off for Purple, and they still do have control as Matt DeMarsico. He's going to take it in Green's end. He's going to look for a wrist shot opportunity. Puts it between his legs. No good. Puck out in front. Wow. And man, I lost it.
It either hit the post or just getting a piece of it with the glove was Ketteridge.
Cassidy Kitteridge out of Corpus Christi in the NAHL. Green will win this possession, and flying down the ice is Captain Mark Evans. He's still got it. He's going to put it out in front of the net. No good. Purple with an opportunity to break out here, and rightfully so. That's Braden Ford still has it. He's going to pass it across to Tommy Whitford. Whitford plays it behind the net. Green will retain possession. Alex Sargo for the Pens Elite 18U team plays it back. And Green just taking their time, trying to get not a full line change, as that's not really ever going to happen in the GOAT 4v4 League, as Zach Goldfin Leaves it behind. I don't think he meant to do that, but nonetheless, purple is going the other way. That's Tyler Sipple. Sipple with it, wrist shot on net. Saved there by Kitteridge. Good lift there from Noah Smith. Smith loses it, gets pinned up on the boards, and now a battle behind the net. An opportunity for Green to untie this game. A shot on net, no good. Tipped there by Anthony Sargo. Excuse me, that was Zach Goldfin in front of the net. Oh my goodness, and an opportunity there for Goldfin to steal the puck. No good, purple will still have it. And Michael DeMarsico flying down the ice just to lose it. Green going the other way. Goldfin has it. Still has it. Looking for a pass across. Puts a shot on net, saved, and he gets the rebound, and it's good. Easy opportunity there for Zach Goldfin. The NAHL player unties this game. It's 2-1.
Goldfin with his second of the game to make this one a lead for Green. I don't know if that's what Purple expected coming into this game, to be losing so early.
As we mentioned, this Purple team certainly did their damage throughout the last Go 4v4 season. An opportunity, no good.
Last two Go 4v4 seasons. I might need to be corrected, but I believe only 4 losses for this Purple team in the last 2 seasons.
Opportunity for Anthony Spadero, but Purple taking it the other way. Cross crease, back pass, no one there. And wow, what an unfortunate rebound there. Andrew, did you catch who put that one in there?
Yeah, that one's going to be Michael DeMarsico. As he just wide open net. Kitteridge sprawling out to make the first save. Just rebound bounces right into the slot. No one there for Green to take care of it. And it's in the back of the net.
Nothing much that Cassie Kitteridge could have done there. And this game is all knotted up. Certainly a much better start than our last game that we had between Black and Red that ended in, well, let's just say not on good terms. Puck dumped down by Brian Woods. The Mount St. Charles 18U player is going to give it up. And look at Gergensen go. The Latvian Locomotive puts it on net, no good.
That's got to be a bucket list mark there for Kitteridge right there. He just made a breakaway saves on an NHL player.
And nonetheless, the legend of Zemgus Gergensens as well. Evan Cunyon tried to put a pass out across. No ice is called. And this pass will go all the way down in Green's territory there. Matt DeMarsico fought for it. He's still fighting for it. Can't corral. Mark Evans, the captain out of Bismarck in the NAHL, looking to make his mark on this GOAT 4v4 league. I did not actually, no pun intended there. Puck finds its way down in Purple territory. Christian Humphreys will collect, passes it around the net to Matt DeMarsico. DeMarsico playing for Colorado in the AHL. He's still got it. Plays it around the net. DeMarsico surveying. Still has control of the puck, dancing around a sea of green. Tries to get a spinning backhand shot. Didn't have anything on it there. Zach Goldfin did have it. Is going to lose it up. And a backhanded opportunity, no good, off the iron.
Net comes off. That might have saved Kitteridge there. As that one came in hot, hit the crossbar. Purple's definitely picking up the pace.
And I got to tell you, Andrew, I don't know who's running this scoreboard tonight, but he's got to do a better job. Totally not me, by the way. Braden Ford will win it back for Purple. Pass across, no good, out in front of the net, and it finds its way in the back of the net.
Kitteridge thought he had it covered, but Gets poked out and put in the back of the net by Braden Ford. That's unfortunate for Kitteridge as he really wanted to cover that one.
Had to lay out for that one. Yeah, honestly, just take over the scoreboard at this point, Andrew. I'm kidding. Thank you, sir. Purple's going to go up 3-2 with 10:30 left to go here in this first half. Evans with the puck. Excuse me, that is Noah Smith. Smith with it. Going to pass it down. Played around the net. Wide open slot opportunity, and it's no good. Stopped by Ryder Fedorov.
That was one-on-one opportunity that you want if you're Team Green. Just take the shot, but Fedorov was the better one there.
You know, looking back at that first game, Andrew, Black had pretty much all of those opportunities against Dylan Bork. And that was another opportunity that Black was able to convert on quite a bit. As Purple will now take it down the other way. Pass across, deflected by Green. Puck still rotating. That's Tyler Sipple. Sipple with it. Sipple with a wrist shot, no good. And that's going to go out of play with a little under 9:30 left to go here in this first half.
This is a much different Green team than we saw last year. Last year was a lot of blowouts for Team Green. They got it together near the end of the season, but early they were not looking good, even this early in the games. So this is definitely a good sign for this Green team.
As Andrew alluded to before, past 2 seasons, the team that had previously became in last place is a shot opportunity there for Green. Team that has come in last place 2 seasons in a row has won it, but here's an opportunity here. Shot save and a great rebound there, scores. Evan Cunyon, the captain, put a great initial shot on the net. Was able to corral his own shot there. And it's going to be Purple with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, beautiful rebound there for Cunyon. Was definitely stonewalled on the first one, but Kitteridge unable to get that rebound far enough away from himself for Cunyon to just put it right back in.
Hand up for the Zebras, and an icing's called, so we'll play in Purple's territory. 8 minutes left to go in this first half here in the second game of the Go 4v4 League. Has an opportunity in front of the net. It bounces around, no good. Purple regains.
Great chance for Hewitt there.
Purple regains possession. Gergenson's flying up the ice, looking for a passing option, leaves it behind. Gergensen gets it once again, pass out in front, and it leaves right on the doorstep in front of the net, but no good. Purple moving the puck very well. What a move. And oh my, what in the world?
Kitteridge got the first one, but couldn't get the second one. Wow.
Unbelievable nonetheless. Purple able to tap it in there.
I believe it's going to be DeMarsico, Michael DeMarsico. But there was a lot of bodies right in front of that net.
Certainly a lot of bodies here as Purple is going to go up 3 here with 7 minutes to go in this first half. Gergensen passes it back. DeMarsico with it. DeMarsico with a great move. Unfortunately not able to corral the puck here. Goldfein for Green, battling with it down low. Ultimately has the possession, flip pass out in front. Gergensen's all over it. And he's going to fly down the other way. Zemgus Gergensen leaves it back to Evan Cunyon. Cunyon with the pass out in front. Puck's in front of the net, no good. Goldfein gonna give it up here. Purple with a lot of pressure here. Gergensen still has it. Pass out in front. Stick got on it. Green's gonna go the other way. Noah Smith with it. Gonna leave a pass out in front for Zach Goldfein. Cannot corral it. Opportunity in front of the net. Goldfein waiting for it. no good. Goldfin definitely was not waiting for it. He was totally on the other side of the net there. It was an opportunity for the captain, Noah Smith. As purple goes the other way, Christian Humphreys plays it around the net. Passing it back to Tommy Whitford, and he can't corral that puck. Whitford with an errant pass makes up for it. Bumper cars between the boys in purple. Whitford ultimately takes it. Will also play behind the net. Pass out to DeMarsico. DeMarsico with the move. Gets it back, and one too many passes. Matt DeMarsico should have let that one rip, Andrew.
Yeah, I would even say that's too many passes. You had that shot on the goal line you could have probably put in too.
DeMarsico playing with it. He still has it. Backhanded opportunity there, and it finds its way into the back of the net off a double doinker there for Matt DeMarsico. And purple starting to pour it on here. They're going to go up 6-2 here with just under 5 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, that one looked like barely getting over that line, but still enough as it just doinked off both posts, as you said.
Not much to speak of for Green so far, only putting up 2 in this first half.
Green was looking real good in that first half of this half, so I guess the first quarter of the game. But since that mark, it's been all purple.
Anthony Sargo with a pass out to Spadero, no good. Matt Jukes had it, gave it up back to Mark Evans. Evans will play it down to Anthony Spadero. And Mark Evans will reset for Green. Evans loses the puck there. Going the other way is Braden Ford. Ford with a pass out in front. Mario Smith, I have not mentioned that name tonight. Playing in the AAU League, playing for Niagara. Mark Evans has it. Great defense there from Braden Ford. Still has it as Green. Pass out in front. Hits off the pads of Riders Federal. Ryan Woods will play it down over to Noah Smith, and it goes the other way for purple. Zach Hickson wearing the A for this purple squad. Now Tyler Sipple will take it. Sipple will play it back to Zach Hickson. Hickson with a pass across, no good. Mark Evans with a deep pass to Alex Sargo, who does get it. He'll take it back. Mark Evans with a wrist shot opportunity, saved by Ryder Fedorov. And play is still going on. I thought Fedorov froze that puck. Must be losing it here. Mark Evans surrounded by a sea of purple with a one-timer opportunity just off the corner of the iron there. Purple will break up a pass. And here comes Evan Cunyon, the captain, going the other way. Pass out in front, save there. Purple still has possession. 2 minutes left to go. Just over 2 minutes left to go here in the first half of the second game of the GOAT 4v4 League. Gergensen still has it. We'll leave it for the captain, Evan Cunyon. Cunyon surveying. Cunyon going to go for it. Shot out in front. Saved there by Cassidy Kitteridge. And Zebras are going to call offsides here. For those of you who are joining us for the first time here in the GOAT 4v4 League, we will give you a quick reminder on the rules. We play two 23-minute halves that with a non-stop clock. Typically, if games are a little bit closer, under that 4-minute mark, I believe, we start stopping the clock. But regardless, there are penalties, icing, typical regulation rules. We do play 4-on-4 hockey, as there is 1:20 left to go here in this first half. Green still has it, waiting for everyone to get on sides is Anthony Spadero. Spadero has it. Wrist shot on, well, not on net, rather in the net of the surrounding ice, with just a minute left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, this The green team really came out strong, but it seems that purple is starting to overwhelm them in every turn that you can.
Purple will win the face-off, and Girgensons takes it the other way. A great move, great pass behind as well. Pass cross crease to Girgensons. He's serving. Pass out in front, one-time opportunity is no good. Michael DeMarsico with a golden opportunity, as we have probably the only team, I think, in the Go 4v4 League that does have co-captains, if I'm not mistaken, with Evan Cunyon and Mike DeMarsico. Green going the other way. That's Ian Kousis, and he's going to get slipped up. The ice is a little bit slippery. Some of the players want some calls. No good. But a last-second opportunity for here. Pass out in front. No good. Net's wide open. And wow, what an interesting way to end this first period. Ryder Fedorov had some traffic in his own crease, but nonetheless able to get a stoppage here. We're going to take a break, folks, for just 2 minutes here. Purple up 5-2. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. We are back. Go 4v4 hockey, second half underway between purple and green. I'm Billy Depew. Joined with me is Andrew Keel. Purple up 6-2 to start this second half. Andrew, we mentioned again, this green team is seemingly revamped. They finished last in regular season play. Got that final win in the Toilet Bowl, but was pretty much just a happy, good feeling trophy here.
Well, that's what gets you the first overall pick.
Oh, that's true.
You got to win the
play
Toilet
for
Bowl.
it.
So that's how they got that first overall pick this year, is they were able to win the Toilet Bowl.
Clock! I don't know if he heard me. Clock is not running on our end, folks, so we will try the very best we can. Clock! Trying to get his attention here. Still has not started the clock. And a backhanded opportunity, no good for purple. That was Christian Humphreys with an opportunity here. And on an island is green. Shot opportunity there, saved by Ryder Fedorov. We really have to get the clock started here, or we will be here all night. And the Zebra will consult the clock manager as play will continue. And for some reason, there is only 2 minutes and 13 seconds left on the clock now. But nonetheless, we will continue playing on.
We'll get you a time eventually.
Took about 3 minutes off here. I'm not even sure if that's how much has been played to this point in time. Nonetheless, we will play Zach Hickson with a pass out across to Lucas Hickson. Shot opportunity there, no good for Purple, as Braden Ford, the Penn State player, is going to have a little bit of an errant pass, and now Green will retake possession. Anthony Sargo with a pass out in front at his brother, Alex Sargo. Another great pass out in front, gloved by Ryder Fedorov.
Another great save by Fedorov. These two goalies, I mean, it's their first game in terms of Fedorov. I believe Kitteridge may have filled in at least once or twice in previous seasons, but his first full season for Kitteridge, and those two are really showing out in this game. This game would be so much more lopsided if it weren't for Kitteridge and Green.
And we've also seen them like all over their crease tonight, Andrew. You know, a couple times where they've literally dove for the puck. Both guys, as play will resume here. Mark Evans with a pass out in front. Nobody home. He'll retain it back. Pass down in front. Richter there. No good from Noah Smith. Anthony Spadaro with a soft shot on net. Try to get a tip for Alex Sargo. Green can't keep it in, so they'll reset. Noah Smith going to give it up to Anthony Spadaro once again. Spadaro. Pass down low behind the net. Is Mark Evans with the puck. He's going to take his time here out by the FedEx logo. Out to Anthony Spadaro once again. To Sargo. Mark Evans cannot corral it, but he will retain. Loses that one there, and a breakaway opportunity arises for Lucas Hickson. Wrist shot saved there. Great glove by Kitteridge. Gergenson's going to try to poke that puck. Doesn't go his way. Now an opportunity for Mark Evans with a backhanded shot. No good. Played out by Ryder Fedorov. Pass picked off by Anthony Sargo, but Purple will go the other way. Zemgus Girgensons with a wide open goal, and he scores his first of the campaign. Zemgus Girgensons, the Tampa Bay Lightning guy, lighting up the back of the net for goal number 7 for Purple. They're up 5.
Yeah, an absolute rocket. Caught Kitteridge looking the wrong way, too. Kitteridge definitely thought that was going glove side, and he just drills it on the near post and in.
Girgensons with a flip pass, and it is actually a really good one. Opportunity here for Purple, no good. DeMarsico somehow gets out of the sea of green, still has it. Play it back to Tommy Whitford. Passed around to Girgensons. Now to Cunyon. Evan Cunyon leaves it for DeMarsico. Back to Girgensons. Cunyon with it again. Girgensons and Cunyon surveying. Girgensons with the wrist shot off there, off the face of the keeper, and we're going to get a stoppage.
Yeah, we're going to get a whistle here for the mask coming off of Kitteridge.
Important to note, folks, that this does not stop the actual game clock. We have 17 minutes and running, with Purple up 7-2 here in the second half of the opening season for GOAT 4v4, the second game of the night. As Purple's going to win that one. Girgensons with it. Leaves it right out in front. Cannot corral it. Girgensons now charging with a pass out in front to DeMarsico. No good.
Another great save there by Kitteridge.
Zach Goldfin tries to put on a move. No good. Girgensons pass to DeMarsico.
Kitteridge. Oh,
wow.
My.
Like, seriously, there are some shots here. Like, you can't, from where we're standing, you really can't tell. And, oh, my goodness, Kitteridge, after the mask flies off. Beautiful save there to keep this deficit to 5.
Great saves by Kitteridge all game. Really kept Green in this.
Again, a 5-goal deficit with 16 minutes left to go certainly is a lot, but not necessarily in the GOAT 4v4 league. Backhanded shot there from Matt Jukes, the Victoria BCHL player.
If you go all the way back to Season 2, you had a 5-goal deficit erased in a grand total of 2 minutes. So anything can happen.
And they are going to call offsides on that. DeMarsico just past the line. Puck will return back into Purple's zone because that's where it was passed from. I'm sure everyone watching knows hockey at this point in time, but I just wanted to throw it out there. Mark Evans will win the faceoff for Green. Noah Smith with the puck. Passes it back to Anthony Sargo with a shot on net. No good. Brought in by Braden Ford. Gives it up to Zach Hickson. Ford with it again. Pass behind. Ford with it right in front of the net. He'll retain possession. DeMarsico passes it back. And now Green will go the other way. That's Mark Evans. With a little bit of a scrum there. Don't see that very often in the Go 4v4 league. Pass out in front to Ford. Ford looking for it again. No good. Tommy Whitford with the pass out to Michael DeMarsico. Shot gets blocked by a twig. Pass out to Christian Humphreys and a glove save there. And play will continue on. No whistle here. 14 minutes left to go in the second half of this matchup versus Green versus Purple. I just said versus like 3 times in the span of 5 seconds. Mark Evans will swing it across to Anthony Spadero. And Purple will regain possession. That's Lucas Hickson still with it. Tries to put a pass out in front. Puck in front of the net. Battle for it. No good. And now going the other way is Noah Smith. Smith with a pass out in front. Gets it back. A backhanded pass off the glove. Trying to put it in, and he does. An unfortunate goal there for Ryder Fedorov, but nonetheless, Noah Smith able to put it in there and cut the lead to 4 here for Green with 13 minutes left to go, Andrew.
Just kept hacking and whacking. Eventually, it just kind of sat pretty. No one else was going to touch it, so he just put it right in. Everyone kind of just puck watched it. Fedorov drops his stick in the crease at that moment, too. So no one really knew what was going on except our goal scorer there.
Crappy or not, goals are huge momentum swings, especially when you're down, well, was 5, now 4. Now Green looking to break out. That's a pass to Alex Sargo. He's got an opportunity out in front of the net, and oh my goodness, almost puts it in off the post.
Absolutely had the whole, maybe not the whole net to shoot at, but completely avoids Fedorov and then just can't slide it in.
And answering on the other side. Oh my goodness, Mario Smith with an absolute bomb. It's going to take the lead back to 5 for this Purple squad, and boy, Andrew, was that a ripper.
Yeah, you're talking about build momentum. You build momentum off a miss, off a big save, off a big shot and miss by Green. You hit the post, come down immediately and score. That's one of those that you love if
And
you're Purple.
DeMarsico with a beautiful backhanded pass out in front of the net, no good for his brother. Gergensen's charging in front of the net, stop save there from Cassidy Kitteridge from Corpus Christi.
Able to get that one. Another great save on an NHL player in Zemgus Gergensens.
Excuse me. Green will have possession here. And they will call an ice.
As we hit 11:11 to go in the remaining portion of this game.
Green's going to need to make a wish here, Andrew.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Ah.
I would hope so.
You read it right out of my mouth.
I would hope so. Yeah, I probably did steal that from you. I'm sorry. Anyway, Green wins the faceoff, and they're going to go the other way. On the other side of the net is Alex Sargo. He's going to wait for it. almost had that crazy backhanded goal falling down, but it just hit off the post just a couple of minutes ago. And now Purple with it, with an opportunity for Evan Cunyon. Looks for the pass back just wide from Zemgus Girgensons. Green looking to slow things down here. Need a little bit more control throughout this game. Spadero's going to give it up. And Marshall Hewitt, another name I have yet to mention for this Green squad, is going to lose that puck. DeMarsico parks right in front of the net. He'll take it around. Pass to Braden Ford. Ford in the back for Girgensons. Now DeMarsico on the right side. DeMarsico waiting. DeMarsico with the pass behind the net. He's going to take it back. Pass there from Girgensons. He's going to lose it. Now an opportunity for Green to get going here. Marshall Hewitt with it. Passes it back to Spadero. Spadero with a shot on net, and it's good. Beautiful pass there. And Green certainly still fighting here with 9:30 left to go. Again, Andrew, 4 goals. Not anything unheard of in this league.
And that was a beautiful play. Green able to steal that puck off the stick of Zemgus Girgensson as well. And then go the other way and bury that one on a beautiful shot.
Green going to dump it down the other way. Fedorov gets a stick on it. And Zach Hickson loses it for a second there. He'll take his time. Pass across to Christian Humphreys. Pretty quiet night for Christian Humphreys so far. A guy who has had really good seasons in this Goat 4x4 league. Is Braden Ford looks for an opportunity there, no good. And here's an opportunity for Green now. Zach Goldfin, the big guy, no good. The rebound opportunity for Matt Jukes. Cannot corral it, and now Purple's going the other way. Braden Ford has it in front of the net, and he can't get it to go.
Kitteridge saving the day again for Green.
Superhero
back there.
Looked like Braden Ford had a quarter mile of net right in front of him. Kitteridge on his stomach. Nonetheless, does lose it a little bit, and Kitteridge able to freeze the puck here in his own end. Purple will win the face-off, and it's going to be taken right away here for Green. Going the other way is Green. Wrist shot there, saved by Fedorov. And what do we have here?
We're going to have a penalty on Purple here. That's exactly what you want if you're a Green. You're going to get a hooking call. It'll be on Michael DeMarsico. So now 2 minutes Green gets of power play time that they can just score at will if they can.
Michael DeMarsico, an unrestricted free agent for the NHL, will go to the sin bin. Dumped down by Purple. Still technically a shot on goal there, as Cassidy Kitteridge able to corral that one. Pass across the ice to Goldfein. An opportunity here, no good. Aggressive goaltending for Fedorov. Oh, shoot.
That one gets flung straight into the Purple bench.
I almost said another word that I know we're not allowed to say on broadcasting. That really caught me off guard.
Shot right at the bench.
And can I tell you, this is kind of a cheat code.
Yeah, because the penalty keeps going.
For penalty kills. Puck has to be reset, but that penalty does not stop on the clock. And Goldfein has it. He's going to give it up right back, and that's an easy one there. Brian Woods right in front of the net, one-on-one with Ryder Fedorov. Can't get to his spot. Green certainly does there.
Now they've cut this lead down as Purple's first period lead has almost expired. It's only if Purple had not scored this period, it would be 6-5. So it's a real turnaround for Green so far.
That lead has been cut to 2. Can Green respond with just 5:45 left to go in this second half? Shot on there, saved. Played right in front of the net. Penalty is set to expire here shortly. As Evan Cunyon has it with a beautiful move. Pass out in front, fanned on there. Oh, never mind. See, from this angle, I really cannot tell when some goals go in. Truthfully, he did not get all of it there, but guess what? Does not matter. And that's going to be Saxon Robertson with his first GOAT 4v4 goal of the season.
I believe if he didn't fan on that shot, I don't think it goes in.
I don't
enough
think
to flutter that over the pad of Kitteridge.
And wow, as I'm changing the score, all you heard was just pop of pads. Fedorov all over it. Now an opportunity here for Purple. Pass out in front, and it's good. Can't put your head down for 1 second in this GOAT 4v4 league, Andrew. What happened on that goal there?
Yeah, Cunyon fires that one at the net. Might have got tipped in front by another Black off a rebound. Might have just went in straight. But a lot of bodies in front. Cunyon takes the shot, and that one finds the back of the net.
Purple will win the face-off here. Michael DeMarsico will give it up. Battle among the boards as Girgensons flies off, puts a wrist on net. Saxon Robertson with a goal not too long ago tries to get it to Girgensson. He does. Played out by Evan Cunyon. He will lose it. We got a few green jerseys flying down the ice. A little too heavy on the pass. An opportunity here for Mark Evans. He still has it. Pass out in front. Saved. Puck will play. 3:30 left to go here. And look at this. Braden Ford just waiting for it down there. Shot on goal. And it's going to be stopped there. No point in freezing the puck as the clock does not stop. And constant back and forth play as Mark Evans will retrieve this one for Green. 5 goals seems a little bit unlikely here with 3:15 left to go in this second half. Purple looking to knot up their first win of the season and get things rolling after a grueling semifinal loss last season. Here's an opportunity for Purple. And what a stop once again from Cassidy Kitteridge. Braden Ford with it. We mentioned Ford currently plays for the Penn State Nittany Lions men's team. And Green going to take it the other way on a 3-on-1 opportunity. Passes back and forth, and oh my goodness, a glove save there from Ryder Fedorov. I got sick looking at those passes back and forth, Andrew.
I mean, it's a goalie off right now. Kitteridge and Fedorov are both playing out of their minds.
And a shot, one-time opportunity there for Anthony Sargo just goes wide. 2 minutes and some change left to go here in this second half. Green electing to keep Kitteridge in. Pretty much accepting defeat at this point in time. Wrist shot opportunity there over the net, and as we mentioned before, folks, that does not stop the clock. All the more bleeding here for this Green squad. Certainly not the worst start in the world for a team, albeit that is probably going to have to realign their chemistry because, as we mentioned earlier, another thing to note, they have 4 teenagers on this squad as well, Andrew.
Yeah, 4 players currently on 18U teams. So definitely got to work on that chemistry with those young guys.
Luckily, there is plenty of hockey left to be played in this GOAT 4v4 season as a pass across out in front of the net. Off the pads there of Fedorov as green jerseys flying all over the place on the other end. Humphreys going to give it up for a wrist shot opportunity there. No good. Mr. PA announcer, how much time's left in this game? Thank you, sir. Second half is set to expire here in just under a minute. Glove save there from Fedorov. Green looking to get some brownie points here at the end of this game as Matt Jukes with it. Hasn't had a whole lot of puck time tonight. And going the other way is Tommy Whitford. Whitford will play it in front of the net. No one home. 20 seconds left to go in this first matchup for these two teams in the second half. And oh, talk about insult to injury. A backhander there from the captain. Evan Cunyon is going to end this one. There's still some time on the clock, but these guys know this game is over. Purple with a very good start to the 2026 campaign as they are going to win this one 11-5 here. Andrew, what were your thoughts on that matchup there?
I thought, especially in that the end of that first half, Green looked rough. They started out strong. I mean, they had a lead. They had a 2-1 lead at one point. But, you know, it turned around and Purple decided, hey, we're going to shut them down. And then the second half, Purple kind of takes their foot off the gas, but Green able to show some resilience and keep themselves in this game, making it at one point, I believe, a 3-goal game.
Yeah, and you know what I like about this Purple team, that, you know, the Black team had, you know, a resounding victory over Red in our Game 1 matchup that led to a double-digit win. What I like about this Purple team is it feels like it's, to put it in terms, the power of friendship team. Multiple guys with multiple goals, whereas most of the goals for that Black squad came off the twigs of just 2 players. You had 2 guys in over 3 or more goals. So really looking forward to this Purple team as we move along here in the GOAT 4v4 season. Got our last matchup of the night. Andrew, who do we have for Game 3 finishing things off here?
It'll be the defending champions. It'll be Teal as they take on White in our final matinee matchup of the night.
And folks, as we mentioned before, Teal looking to be that dominating force. In both of our opinions, currently the favorite to win this whole thing. But I don't know. That Purple squad looks very good. Just in about 20 minutes or so, we will drop the puck for that third and final matchup of the night of this GOAT 4v4 kickoff week. We will see you guys then.
Welcome into the main event, the matinee matchup of the night. It is Team Teal versus Team White, as it is our main event of the evening. We will get a playing of the national anthem before this game as we get ready for Teal and White. Teal, as I said, the reigning champions. They're running a little thin, it seems.
Only 6 I see out there.
I think they're up to 7 now, not including a goalie.
I think the play-by-play or the PA guy is the one who sings it. Yeah. Get you a man that can do it all, ladies.
So we will get ready for that as the teams prepare. Couple returning goaltenders. We got Ethan Blackburn in net for Teal. Helped them win the Cranberry Cup last year. For White, it'll be Jeff Kreidler. He was a fill-in for a bunch of games last season. Wasn't rostered, but anytime a goalie was not available, he did have a big fill-in for a lot of teams last year. So he has experience in this league.
Yeah, and you'll see that quite a bit. Again, this is like a summer league. You know, you got guys traveling all over the country and in some cases even the world to come to Cranberry, Pennsylvania to play a summer league. And oh no, our worst nightmare. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a moment here. As we step away for just a moment for the national anthem. Much deserved stick taps there. What a beautiful rendition of the national anthem as we're getting ready to go here. Andrew, this Teal team is absolutely stacked. I mean, we don't have to say much about it. You know, a lot of returning players for this Teal team. And it should be, as we both have said to each other, obviously there was the whole thing where, you know, whoever whoever finished last the year previously, inevitably finished first, but I don't think that's the case anymore. I mean, Green just got absolutely, well, not thrashed, but certainly could have played better.
So puck is down. Our mystery player has gotten himself a Teal jersey wearing number 14. Riley Edwards is who's supposed to wear that. If that is not who that is, we apologize. And if anyone at all who is wearing the wrong jersey tonight, we call him the wrong name. We apologize throughout the whole night. But Teal coming out hot start just as they finished the season last year. That one's going to be played back to Ethan Blackburn in the Teal net. Teal will start to carry up. Jack Edwards moving along the goal line. Shot there. Save made by Kreidler.
Andrew, that's 2 really insane saves already for Jeff Kreidler as we get started here.
Valentine will move in for White. He'll drop it behind the net. Goes past Tyler Shaver. Out to get it is Sean O'Donnell, the captain. Back to Shaver. He's pressured here by Riley Edwards. Jack Edwards will move it forward. Now here comes Teal. 2-on-1. Pass tried to go across to Riley Edwards. It'll be blocked. Brady Wilson will go behind the net. He'll find Aaron Blyer. He'll go up the middle trying to find Brody Simcoe. Goes past him, but he's still able to get it. Pass in front. Blackburn stands tall. And up now, Carter Williams moved into the middle. Saginaw bounces off his stick, and White will circle back.
A lot of opportunities for both teams to start early, right out in front of the net, especially one-time opportunities.
Carrying in, save made by Blackburn on Alex Ondos.
Andrew, you mentioned that both of these goalies have, at least played some part of the GOAT 4v4 league. It's really nice to see some of these guys make the hike back to Cranberry every year to once again play for one of the coolest trophy names, in my opinion. The Cranberry Cup is not very coveted on the national stage, but certainly important here at the Mario Lemieux Sports Complex.
Alex Ondos will pick off that shot attempt, wait behind the net before giving it off to Alex Callender. Callender will move into the slot with Trevino in front of him, one half of the two-headed defensive monster this Teal team has. But missing the other half in Malbouf tonight, not in the lineup. So they don't have their 1-2 defensive pair that won them last year. White pass across, save made by Blackburn. Blackburn right back to how he was last year.
Yeah, and Andrew, again, I just mentioned it. One-timer opportunities for both teams, and yet both guys in the crease really shutting it down early, as we just played about 3 minutes so far and already a ton of action.
Now with it, Jack Edwards, he'll walk along the line, moves it down to Dane Ramirez. His shot is stopped. Dane Ramirez, the overtime hero, to win the Cranberry Cup. Schooley will move it to Riley Edwards. Sent on net, deflected wide by Jack Edwards. Wilson will move it up, and now White trying to break out. It's stopped by Brendan Schooley for now. Scrum for the puck, getting it there is Ramirez, though. A lot of pressure on him. He's going to lose it. Pearsall shot save made Blackburn and held for maybe a premature whistle, but a whistle nonetheless.
Oh, ref totally just smacked that puck off the ice. That was interesting. I don't know if I'm around hockey enough to know that that's a normal occurrence. Regardless, honestly, Andrew, they don't. Obviously, Teal is certainly a little bit lighter on the bench, but also missing Malbouf as well. You mentioned it. This team, although they scored a ton of goals, as most teams do in this GOAT 4v4 league, I think that team is probably one of maybe one or two teams that actually has like a defense. You know, like they play through their two-man defensive unit, and you can't argue against it. It certainly worked for them for last year as well.
I have to double check my exact numbers, but I believe this Teal team had 5 of their 6 games, regular season games, end with less than 2 goals or less than 3 goals against.
And that is, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time in the GOAT 4v4 league, that is unheard of. Again, we're looking at about an average of 10 to 11 goals a game, and that is all the story as to why that is unbelievable.
Trevino sends that one in front, goes past Carter Williams. Williams will loop around the offensive zone now. He'll send that one on net. It's stopped by Kreidler. Up the wall it'll go. Back to Trevino. Shot there looking for a tip from Saginaw. Won't get it. Kreidler will just swallow that one for a whistle. 17:35 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Andrew, the cool thing that I've seen so far with both of these teams is they're playing the way I envision hockey, right? I said it earlier, I think especially in a league like this, I don't necessarily think the quantity or the quality of the shot matters a whole lot. I think you just have to put it on the net. We've seen a lot of unlucky bounces, things of that nature. You have to put it on the net, and both teams are doing it early so far.
Schooley with a great drop to Trevino, just bounces off his stick, and White's able to take it from him. Passes this one up to Brody Simcoe. Simcoe to carry it in for White. Broken up by Trevino. There's the 1.5, or actually that was Rosensteel, my mistake. Saw the yellow helmet. Schooley will now move it back to Trevino. Off the wall, try to go to Rosensteel, goes through his feet. As we'll have an icing on Teal for a whistle.
And I think it's only fair that I mention this. You know, I've done it 2 games in a row now. Well, I'll go over the rules once again just in case any of you guys are teal or white truthers. We play 2 23-minute halves with a continuous clock, meaning a puck over the net, an ice, anything out of play does not matter. The clock will continue to run unless the game gets close within 4 minutes in the second half.
Ramirez will drop this one down. Edwards can't get the pass across. These two playing real chess with each other, very back and forth. Neither team really getting an edge on the other so far.
And the passing has been really good so far.
And on a breakaway, poked away by Blackburn. That chance goes off backs and up in the air. Taking it is Riley Edwards. He'll move it forward to Dane Ramirez. Ramirez cutting in. Shot there is blocked. Gets his own rebound. Dropped it in front. Shot there is stopped by Kreidler and taken away. Goes behind the net to Valentine.
Folks, certainly keep your eye on number 9, Dane Ramirez. He is truly hold on, just a moment, and a shot there, no good.
Pass broken up on the cross crease. Down in the corner. Picking it up is Pearsall. Pearsall tries to go in the middle. Teal takes it. Teal with a 3-on-1. Trying to get back his calendar. Pass in front. Tip there by Edwards, goes wide. Jack Edwards down to Riley Edwards. He'll rim it around the wall. He'll find Carter Williams. Williams will just lose his handle for a little bit and go back to center.
As I was mentioning, folks, hold on. Every time I try to say something.
Taking it is Aaron Blyer. He'll move it across. Bounces past. Sent down by Sean O'Donnell. Back to pick it up for Teal is Carter Williams. He'll flip it into the center, gets it right back, and goes to Riley Edwards. 3-on-2 for Teal. Edwards down below. Saginaw can't get a shot off. Tie up behind the net. Quick up here, Blyer. He'll find Pearsall. Tyler Pearsall tries to get past Edwards, and he can't. Pass all the way across. O'Donnell, shot, save made Blackburn. In the feet of Saginaw, can he'll spring free. Jack Edwards, the captain, all alone. Save made by Kreidler.
Yeah, Andrew, both goalies standing on top of their head, but, you know, that's the one thing. I can't ever make, comments about a specific player in this because it's so back and forth. One player I really like on this Teal squad, and certainly someone who we have had the pleasure of covering, is number 9, Dane Ramirez. He is a true grinder, man. He really gets after the puck, as Andrew mentioned. Oh, and there's a wrist shot opportunity there, no good.
Carter Williams with a shot off the draw, just stopped there by Kreidler. White coming the other way. Moving in on Blackburn. Shot, save made. Rebound comes out to O'Donnell. Out to the point, poked away, and Teal gets it out to center. Valentine will just wrist this one up to O'Donnell. White going to move in as a unit. Alex Ondos moves in. Try to dance Blackburn, and he can't, as Blackburn will cover that one as well.
Yeah, both goalies look really sharp early on.
You think we could see a goalie show in a low-scoring game here?
You know, they're very few and far in between, you know, in the GOAT 4v4 league, but I wouldn't say it's impossible.
Moving up here. Schooley's shot goes over the net past Kreidler. Picking it up is Ramirez. Dances past a couple on the wall. Still able to move in, but just offsides. It's the Teal squad. Back in their own zone, it's Ondos. He'll go straight up the gut. Sends it down in the corner. Simcoe behind the net. Tried to send it in front. It's intercepted by Schooley. Schooley tries to go up the middle to Rosensteel, and it deflects to Ramirez. Now up to Trevino. Trevino across. Rosensteel, save made by Kreidler. Ramirez steals that one in the corner. Has one on him in Valentine, able to get it across to Trevino. Shot from distance, save made by Kreidler. as Rosensteel came to crowd the front of the net.
Hey, you know, Andrew, even though both goalies have played really good to this point in time, you know, we're just under 12 minutes left to go in the first half, I still really like the mentality of, okay, as a team, we have to put shots on net, right? We've seen a lot of unlucky bounces, a lot of unlucky goals that, you know, there's one less guy on the ice than regulation play. That's one less guy to, you know, get a bad puck out of the crease. So you'll see that from time to time. And how does that happen? Just put the puck on net.
White breaking out 2-on-1, but great back check by Riley Edwards. But a bad break in front, and Blackburn once again able to get in front of this one.
Yeah, Andrew, Blackburn was all over that. You saw his head immediately swivel to that one-time opportunity. I also have to mention, I love his helmet. That chrome green there. It's a thing of beauty.
Colorado State prospect in the ACHA Division I. And able to do this against, I don't want to say much higher talent, but you got to say.
Oh, 100%. No,
yeah.
you have to give guys their flowers, especially, you know, like, for example, Team Green had four guys in 18U hockey, and they're playing against a guy who's been playing in the NHL for over 10 years now.
White will break this one in. Pearsall dancing around. Into the slot. Shot save made Blackburn. And he's able to hold that one.
You know, I take back what I said. Sorry to cut you off, Andrew. I take back what I said about, you know, very unlikely that there would be a goalie show. But I got to tell you, you know, now granted, we are only 13 minutes into a 46-minute game. But, man, so far, these guys have been lights out.
Shot just goes wide from White. They pick it back up. Blyer. He'll go back to the point to Wilson. Wilson's shot goes wide of Blackburn. Pearsall will pick it up. Another Penn's Elite U18 member in Pearsall. That one tried to be sent in front, blocked by Edwards. Taken out to center, Ramirez bounces past his stick, but still a 3-on-1. They can get the pass across, and they do, but getting in front of it is Kreidler as he's able to hold that one. Refs say play on, and they will.
Yeah, folks, for those of you who are relatively new to this style of play with the continuous clock, there is, unless there is imminent threat, as an ice is called, unless there is an imminent threat right in front of the net, you'll see these guys always play the puck.
Sometimes there is immediate danger in front. They still decide to play it.
Yeah, why not? Why not? You know, there's a lot of hockey to be played here. You know, if you give up a bad goal, it's one of those things where it's like, oh well, we got a whole 23-minute half and some change to get one back.
Trevino, his shot gets deflected by a White skate and into the corner. It'll be picked up by Valentine. Jaden Valentine will take his time. He'll move this one up. Bounces off the stick of Ondos.
Good one there, Andrew.
Ondos will spring this one free. Schooley waits, fires, and scores. Picks the corner, fakes the pass, and Schooley gets us on the board first in this matchup.
Yeah, you know, Andrew, the one thing I was going to say on our next stoppage is the one thing that we have not seen, not a common denominator, in the first two matches, is there is constant traffic in front of the net, and from both teams, offensively and defensively. However, just this one instance, Schooley's left alone on that left side of the ice, and there's nothing that Keep can do there, as he just absolutely buries that one in the corner. And Teal will break this one open first.
Saganuk will ring this one around the wall, too far away, too fast to get to Trevino. He'll have to circle all the way back to his own zone. They'll go back up to Saganuk. Saganuk cuts across, couldn't find Rosensteel. Saganuk will now bounce it off the wall again, out of reach. Trying to get there is Carter Williams, as this one will go around the wall. Saganuk able to pickpocket. Down behind the net, Carter Williams. Down below, Saganuk. Off-angle shot, save made by Kreidler. Back to the point, Riley Edwards. He'll go down to Rosensteel. Crisscross with Saginaw, ends up at center. And dumped in by Team Teal. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Swept the wall by Shaver, but broken up by Teal again. Teal seemingly turned it on after White put a little pressure on early. Here's Ramirez, shot save made up in the air. Kreidler able to knock that one out of danger. Ends up back at the point. Over to Edwards. Back in the middle and back again for a goal. It'll be Jack Edwards from Riley Edwards as they play catch with that one. Kreidler couldn't get back and forth and then back.
They are brothers, right, Andrew?
I believe so.
That would make sense. You know, I think that's like the third or fourth pairing of brothers in the Go 4v4 league, and you know that was again another instance where it's just nobody in a quarter mile between the shot taker and the keeper, and there's nothing really you could do about that. One timer beautifully set up, Edwards to Edwards. Edwards squared, so to speak. And here's another opportunity.
Another chance here. Pass back across, and again.
My goodness.
Dane Ramirez, tic-tac-toe, and then another tic-tac. And it's a 3-0 game.
Wow, I mean, beautiful puck movement there from Teal. And they have, this is what I love about this style of hockey here at the GOAT 4v4 League. We were pretty much at a stalemate for the first, the first half of this first half. First 3 quarters of this first half. And now all of a sudden Teal showing why they won the Cranberry Cup in 2025.
Spin around chance there is blocked on Jack Edwards. Coming out now is Noah Callender. His shot save made Blackburn. Rebound for O'Donnell goes past him. And now Teal once again breaking forward. Ramirez. Toe drag goes through one, gets it on the other side of another. Down in the corner, off of O'Donnell's skate. Riley Edwards will rush over to it. Edwards trying to set it in front. That one gets blocked, but gets it back. Down below to his brother. Back up top. Shot there. Save made on Schooley.
Yeah, both teams will go for a line change here, Andrew. Teal really starting to put it on here. Again, this is not surprising to, oh my goodness, excuse me, it's been a long day. To those who have watched Go 4v4 last year, this team was super talented, and this is not a surprise at all.
Off angle shot. Net comes off as Electa fix it, and we'll go for a whistle. This Teal team went undefeated until the final game of the regular season, where they kind of took their foot off the gas as they had clinched the 1 seed already at that point.
Yeah, again, like the whole point of this league is, for one, these guys are competitors. When you play professional hockey, there's professional sports in general, there's really no letting off the gas at any point, whether it's in season, out of season, whatever the case may be. And, it's truly fun to watch.
Now it gets poked around the crease, broken up there, and now here comes Saginaw. Saginaw crosses. We've got a offsides as Carter Williams jumps a little early. 3:24 to go in the first period.
Andrew, no penalties so far in
very
this
clean
first
game.
half. Very clean game. Not just with discipline as well, but the passing has also from both sides been very clean, very good. You've seen a lot of opportunities like that one.
Here's Carter Williams all alone, misses the net. Don't even think he got a piece. It was Kreidler. That was just an airmail from Williams. Carrying up is Team White. Pass across, goes all the way to Jaden Valentine. Move behind the net. Picked up here by Ondos. Ondos spins around, tried to move it into the middle. A lot of Teal blocking that one. Valentine down to O'Donnell. Shot goes over the net and wide. This will rim all the way around as here comes Teal. Carter Williams again. All alone. Blocker save made by Kreidler. This one's stolen by Jack Edwards. He'll move in. Another blocker save made by Kreidler.
Teal really peppering the net here, Andrew. Definitely outpacing White in shots, and look to put another one on here.
Riley Edwards gets pushed off by a couple, but leaves it right for his brother. Tried to wrap it around, couldn't get enough on it. Still with it, here's Jack Edwards, captain of this Teal squad. Shot there is blocked by White. White looking to make this a 2-on-1. Here's Brody Simcoe. Passes this one across. In on Blackburn. Save made by Blackburn on Shaver.
And the way Blackburn is playing right now, Andrew, you know, you mentioned the Colorado State product. The way he's playing right now, I mean, the goose egg doesn't sound all too, and commentators curse. Yep, there it is. There it is. You know, as soon as I said it, as soon as I said goose egg, you know, I knew that one was going in. What an absolute ripper there, Andrew. Tell us about it.
Yeah, Noah Callender gets that one in the slot, just picks his corner on Blackburn with just over a minute to go in the first half. Could be a momentum swing for White going into the little 2-minute break.
Yeah, and they need it. You know, shots, and especially in the second half of this first half, shots have been very few and far in between. And there's another one there that just misses the glove of Blackburn.
Saginaw drops that one behind to Rosensteel. Rosensteel dances in the corner. Gets around a couple, still moving with this puck. He'll go down to the corner, finds Schooley. Schooley walking the blue line. Drops it in the corner. Saginaw into the middle. Edwards winds and misses the shot. Just got above that one a little bit. As now White with 20 seconds to go, trying to cut the lead down to 1. Now and around Saginaw will go, seemingly trying to get that last chance, goes past Schooley. That'll be a whistle. And that will do it for the first half of play. Teal kind of came in there. Both teams really came in their own the end of that period, that kind of feeling out for the first 15 so minutes.
100%. You know, the first half really, you know, I think a lot of people love to see goals, and that's what it's all about. I've always been like an 85 Bears type of guy, Andrew. You know, I love defense, and that does not come very often here in the Goat 4x4 League. Really fun start to this matchup here.
We're going to step aside for about a minute 45 and be back for the second half. Second period ready to begin. Teal looking to stop a comeback from White as they had the last goal of that period.
And Andrew, you know, I feel like I have to issue Ethan Blackburn an apology before we continue on here. You know, I hit him with the commentator's curse, which, folks, for those of you who have never called sports broadcasting before, it is very, very real. I'm telling you, it's a real thing. I didn't even finish my sentence, and it was an absolute ripper right after I had mentioned that he was putting up a goose egg at this point in the game, and go figure. So, Mr. Blackburn, my apologies to you. I'm sure you'll have a great rest of the game.
Now carrying in Teal, tip there by Ramirez, just goes wide. Simcoe moves that one up the center. White with a 2-on-1. Callender in, shot, blocker save made by Blackburn. Shaver will now send it into the corner. Back to get it, Trevino. Trevino will take his time, give it off to his forward, in Jack Edwards. Jack Edwards enters the zone. He's pinched there by Aaron Blyer. As White will take that one. Teal wanted a penalty there. Carrying in is Tyler Pearsall. Pass across, blocked away by Edwards. It'll go back across to Pearsall. His shot save made by Blackburn. Here comes Teal. Jack Edwards into the slot. Moves it across to Rosensteel. Loses an edge. And still able to keep it in Teal possession. Jack Edwards down to Rosensteel. Spins around. Has O'Donnell on him. Still with the puck. Pass across is blocked. And White will take it. 21 to go in the second.
Absolutely relentless there by O'Donnell. Stick lift after stick lift after stick lift. Granted, he didn't get the puck off of him, but ultimately that's why not a valuable shot, so to speak, was put on net, and ice is going to be called here as the clock continues to move on here.
Aaron Blyer sends that one down.
Folks, even though we haven't had a penalty so far, it is worth noting that if one of our players does hit the sin bin, just as the clock continues to move, the penalty clock will also continue to tick as well, even when there is stoppages. That will also take into effect.
Pearsall will move it back to Sean O'Donnell, his captain. That shot, or that pass, is dangerously almost broken up right in front of the net by Williams. White able to carry it out, though. Pearsall circling back, sends it back to the point, broken up by Williams. O'Donnell relentless and getting the puck again. Blyer. He sends it across to Wilson. Wilson's shot tipped wide. Now with it is Riley Edwards. He'll go off the wall to Saginaw. Saginaw all the way across, finds Edwards. Teal enters his zone, spins into it. Down below, tried to find someone. Saginaw getting back as a break-up pass for O'Donnell won't go. Blackburn will pass this one up to Saginaw. Saginaw, he'll find Ramirez. Teal into the zone again. Pass that one all the way across to Edwards. Tried to go back door for Williams. Couldn't find a stick. Looking for a home run pass is White again. Ramirez over to Edwards. Riley Edwards in the middle. Shot. Save made by Kreidler as he squeezes that one under the pad. 19 to go.
Yeah, another good opportunity for Teal, Andrew. You know, the passes continue to be very clean. Not just for Teal. White has also passed the puck extremely well. Just unfortunately not really able to translate that into anything thus far, only tallying up White so far, or tallying one goal for White so far as we continue play here.
Off the draw, White will take it. Carrying up. Shaver's shot, tipped and goes wide. Down below the net, it's picked up Trevino. He'll poke this one away. Calendar is there though. Trevino pokes it away from him this time. As able to stick lift Ondos, forcing that one to go back to Calendar. Sent around behind, back to pick it up Trevino. He'll find Ramirez. Ramirez gonna put on the Jets. He'll carry it in, shot there, save made, rebound goes across for Edwards. Back to the point, Trevino. He'll circle his way down into the slot. Ramirez loses a handle on it, and White will take it. Cleared out the center. Teal looking to re-enter. Jack Edwards can't do so, and White will continue to circle back as pressured by Jack Edwards. Up the wall, stolen by Ramirez. Dances around one. Ramirez shot goes wide. White now looking to enter the zone. In front there, won't go for Blyer. Up the middle, tried to find Ramirez just past his stick. Wilson will poke it to a man off the bench in Pearsall, who will give it back to Wilson and circle behind his own net. This one will go up, back up to Pearsall, as he will circle around into the middle. Simcoe poked away. Ramirez in a foot race with Wilson, as he'll win the race, but it will not be until after the net. Behind the back pass to Edwards. Again, too late, couldn't get a shot off. Edwards. They'll go back to Rosensteel. Down below, Edwards able to stick lift to get the puck behind the net. Down to Saganook. His shot deflected, goes wide. Edwards across to Edwards. Shot save made by Kreidler. Moving up to Simcoe. Saganook, the lone man, back for Teal. In front, tipped wide. Might have been helped by Saganook. Edwards, he'll move it to Rosensteel. One-on-one now with Valentine. Try to go through the legs. Valentine able to close those skates and not let that one through. This will go all the way across to Pearsall. He has two Teal members on him. Has a response, loses it to Saganook. Rosensteel to move up now. Down along the goal line. Sent in front for Saganook. Goes over the net. Rosensteel makes a man miss. Goes down to Saganook. Misses him. And O'Donnell will take it for Team White. They'll go up to Pearsall. Pearsall sent across. Save made by Blackburn on Simcoe.
Another great save there for Blackburn. Right place, right time, and he's done a really good job of, albeit limited chances for White. And oh my goodness.
Right there in front for Carter Williams, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Beautiful tic-tac-toe play, but just not enough.
It's just a testament, once again, just Teal's passing has been so good. You have to imagine that some of these got to go.
Moving in, shot, and they score. White capitalizes on the Teal mishap. And it'll be Alex Ondos cuts the lead to 1.
Yeah, Andrew, I mean, this is huge. This is absolutely massive. It's now a 1-goal game. White playing against the reigning champs. Teal does look really sharp, albeit the goals have been coming at a premium. But nonetheless, I mean, this is pretty good play, all things considered, for White so far.
Trevino across into the slot, off the post on the shot there from Schooley. Carrying up now is Ondos. Ondos, the goal scorer. Pocket pick there, as that'll be cleared out the center. Ramirez in his feet, able to get it away. Ramirez in all alone, over the net. Tried to just flutter it over the glove and ended up fluttering it over the net.
Yeah, and you know what I love about another thing I love about this Teal team is there is constant pressure in White zone. When White has the puck, their forecheck is phenomenal.
Ondos, pass across, can't find the stick of O'Donnell. Great defense there to break that one up. Down behind the net, looking for a wraparound, goes wide in the skates of the referee. Teal might have had a break if that doesn't hit. Ramirez try to go behind the net. It'll end up at the point. Valentine keeps it in. We'll go down here for Shaver. Shaver will go all the way across, goes through the legs there of Ondos. Behind the net. Ondos tried to go across to O'Donnell. He fans on it.
Certainly did there.
O'Donnell cutting in front, stopped by Teal. White has turned up the intensity for sure. They feel like they're on the doorstep of tying this game.
Yeah, and you know, again, a victory against the reigning champs, who pretty much ran through everyone last season, would be a huge booster for a team like White.
Carrying in is Ramirez. Tried to go coast to coast, stopped by Kreidler. In the 5-hole, and now here comes Blyer. Pass across, bounces over the stick of Simcoe. White still able to grab it. Simcoe, save made Blackburn, as he just gets it with the pad.
Simcoe with a beautiful move there, just unable to finish. Blackburn all over it. Great move there from Brady Simcoe.
Now taking their time. Here's Riley Edwards going for a full sail basically for Teal. Edwards dances in the zone. Down to Saginaw. Shot! He scores! Traffic in front from a White defender, and Saginaw puts one past Kreidler to increase the lead back to 2.
Yeah, Andrew, Saginaw is the beneficiary of what seems to be a lot of traffic in front of the net, which in most cases has been a good thing for both sides, but Saginaw able to find his spot there.
Simcoe pushing forward with a lot of grit, able to get that one into the Teal zone. Callender moves it up the wall. He has it back. Reverses, sends it down, but no White player there. Saginaw able to take it. Saginaw, he'll find Rosensteel. Rosensteel, he drops it. Williams dances through the middle. Shot just goes wide after dangling past Wilson.
Williams with a great move there, just wide of the net.
Edwards dancing on his backhand, sends it towards the net, deflected, and then grabbed by Kreidler. He'll drop it as White will move it up 2-on-1. Rosensteel back. Simcoe has it. Pass across his block, gets it right back. Still with possession, and Blackburn says no. And it stays 4-2 with 10:25 to go in the second.
Yeah, Andrew, goals continue to come at a premium here despite both teams. Again, I probably have said this probably 8 or 9 times so far throughout this game. The passing has been phenomenal. Just more so the fact that Teal has done more with those passes on their opportunities here.
Cutting in was Ondos. That'll go all the way across. Dances past Edwards there. Shot goes wide by Pearsall. Teal will have it in the middle. Edwards, he'll move it up. Schooley has one to beat. It's Wilson, but Wilson able to beat him on that one. Carrying up his Shaver. He gets met there by Ramirez. And it's dumped in. No Teal player on the chase. Blackburn back to get it. He'll give it off to Riley Edwards, though. Pass goes past Ramirez, but able to spring free. He's now on a breakaway. Save made by Kreidler. Ramirez can't buy one right now.
No, he cannot, Andrew. And Dane Ramirez, I mentioned it earlier, he is like a grinder. He will fly down the ice. He'll do whatever it has to do to get a puck. And he's had quite a few opportunities because of his great hustle. Just hasn't been able to bury one outside of that one goal he had earlier in the first half.
This one will get moved out by Riley Edwards. Picking it up is Ramirez. He'll go back up to Edwards. Flings it across. He finds Schooley. Schooley back across. Too hard on that one. Couldn't get to Williams. Ramirez. Trying to catch White changing. Tried to go behind the net. Makes its way out to Trevino. Trevino tries to go down. Bouncing puck will go to the stick of Schooley. He can't get the shot off. Great defense there by Ondos to break that one up. 8:25 to go in the second.
Yeah, you know, Andrew. Oh, wait, hold on. We got an opportunity here.
Turnaround shot broken up, though, straight away by Ondos. White now, 2-on-1. Carrying up his Pearsall. Tries to go across to O'Donnell. It's broken up. Trevino, Defensive Player of the Year for sure in the last couple. Saginaw leaves that one. Jack Edwards, shot save made by Kreidler. So it'll go up the wall and out. Trevino hustling back. He'll go over to Saginaw. In the middle finds Rosensteel. Time dwindling here for White. Saginaw. He'll find the pass. Makes it up to Jack Edwards. He'll carry in. Go across. Rosensteel. Shot. Save made by Kreidler.
Yeah, you know, you got to give White credit, right? They are down 2. There's still plenty of time to knot this one up or even take the lead here. But
And you're going to get stop and clock soon.
Right. Despite, you know, I know Teal wasn't, you know, more so known for their defense rather than their offense. I mean, this is still a team that tore through the regular season, ultimately won the whole thing, lost only one game in that regular season play.
Here's O'Donnell. His shot blocked there by Williams. Under 7 minutes to go. Up to Rosensteel. 2-on-1 for Teal. Rosensteel. Tried to go across to Edwards.
Wow.
Save made by Kreidler. Real deep in his net.
My pants would be ripped if I tried to do something like that. And there's an offsides call.
We've got a real chance for White there. Falls apart due to offsides.
Yeah, and Andrew, those are mistakes that cannot happen, especially with a Teal team, like this, that pretty much takes advantage of any opportunity that you give them. And White has done a really good job at limiting those opportunities, and they need to continue to do that while also, being aggressive enough to play. And they're going to call an ice there.
Icing there. I think that definitely hit off of Schooley, so I think White's going to be given benefit of the doubt there as we hit 6 minutes to go. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it'll be the 4-minute mark that we start getting stoppages.
That does sound accurate. I think they're always tweaking the rules in this league. As here's a 2-on-1 opportunity.
2-on-1 here. Schooley. Shot save made by Kreidler. Williams was crashing hard to the crease. Edwards able to pickpocket Calendar there.
Let's see if I can use my commentator curse on this, Andrew. Still no penalties yet in this in this matchup here. We saw two or more penalties in each of the first two games, which penalties in past were a hot commodity, so to speak. Very hard to come by.
Here's Teal. Shot in front. Save made by Kreidler on Williams.
Andrew, you could start to see the intensity picking up for both teams. Guys are starting to throw their bodies around a little bit more than they probably should be for a summer league game. But again, I've said this multiple times tonight, it's competitive nature. These guys are professional hockey players. They do not want to lose, and that's exactly why we're going to start seeing, again, just a little bit more of a step here, and there's an opportunity.
Schooley's shot, another save made by Kreidler. Circling around behind. Wilson will move up, lose it though, but offsides is the call. I think you're going to want that one back if you're Schooley.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Teal. Could have put this one away. We still would have been in clock stoppage, I believe, which we are getting really close to that point in time with just a little over 4 minutes left to go here in the second half. White still trailing by 2.
Calendar now. He'll get around 1. Carrying up for White. Here he comes. Drop back and stolen by Saganuk. Saganuk here, 2-on-1. Takes an in shot. Glove save made, and playing it is Kreidler.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
This will be dumped down. Trevino. He'll start the rush up. Moves it over to Edwards. Jack Edwards will go across to Saganuk. Has Rosensteel off the bench. Elects to go back to Edwards. Dances through. Backhand shot. Scores. Top shelf. Jack Edwards on the backhand. And that'll do a lot to any comeback here for White.
Yeah, Jack Edwards with beautiful skating. Puts it on that backhand there. Goes top shelf past Kreidler in that top left-handed corner. Does not appear that we are going to have a clock stoppage as the clock continues to move on despite Teal being up 3. We'll have to get some confirmation
2
on the
on 0. Saganuk and Edwards back and forth, and Edwards getting 2 in back-to-back. That'll be the hat trick for Jack Edwards to move this one up again to 6-2 as we do get a stoppage now. So the 3-minute mark is the correct time.
That does sound, I knew it the whole time. But no, there's nothing that you could do there. A 2-on-0. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. And now this thing is really looking bad for White as, oh my.
Shot there by Ondos goes wide of Blackburn. Down behind, moves this one up to Schooley. Schooley back to Rosensteel. Rosensteel's shot, save made Kreidler. White gonna try and push up. They need 4 in the last 2.5. Pearsall, pass across to O'Donnell, hits his skates. As Teal will take this one out. Schooley. As that shot is gloved. There by Kreidler.
Yeah, you know, Andrew, it once again, you mentioned that stat earlier on. You know, Teal only let up 3 or more goals in more than 3 goals in just one matchup last year in the regular season. And I mean, that looks to be the case. And I think for them, their best defense is, we have an opportunity here, saved there by Kreidler. I think their best defense truly is their offense. They are constantly on attack. They always have pressure and creating opportunities. Just keeps the puck away from the net.
Wrapping around is Riley Edwards. He'll try and get this one away from Wilson, sent to the far corners. We've got 90-ish seconds to go. This one up to O'Donnell. 3-on-1. O'Donnell in. Save made by Blackburn as he had to get back up on that one.
Yeah, I mean, the man in green looks, I'm talking about his helmet, of course. I know it's teal. The man in the green helmet looks phenomenal tonight. I mean, he's been all over the place. He's playing passes very well. He comes out of the net when he needs to pick off those said passes, and he's all over everything right now. And a huge part as to why White has only been able to put up 2 in such a high-scoring league.
1:20 to go. White needs a miracle. Cutting down. Shot, save made. Blackburn was loose for a second, eventually covered again. 1:13 now in the second.
Does not appear that White they don't have any plans to pull Kreidler out of the net here. Certainly going to attempt to continue to score, but not all but seemingly lost at this point in time.
Ondos' pass in front goes past O'Donnell. And now Teal will carry out again. Williams 2-on-1 with Ramirez. He tries to find him too far behind him. As Ramirez able to pick off 2 White. 3-on-0 now. Edwards scores! Goal number 4 for Jack Edwards after a great defensive play by Dane Ramirez to stop 2 White members from getting to that puck.
Yeah, you know, I'm not surprised. Again, Dane Ramirez is one of my favorite players in this Go 4v4 league. He truly has to have the puck, and he'll take it right from you. I'm not sure how he even got that one, and oh man, a rebound opportunity.
Almost there for Aaron Blyer as Teal once again moving forward. It's Williams. Shot just goes wide. Might have got a piece if it was Kreidler. Stealing it, Ramirez. He'll cut in the middle. Shot there goes over the net, as he still can't buy one after that first goal. Stealing it is Edwards again. Teal is not going to just wrap this one up in a bow at this point with 20 seconds to go. 3-on-0 for White. Shot there, fanned on by Ondos as it gets wrapped around. 10 seconds to go. Teal will move this one out. Williams with 5 seconds to go. Gets caught from behind by Ondos. Ramirez will take it and push it into the corner. And that will do it for week 1 of the GOAT 4v4 League. Teal wraps it up 7-2 with an offensive explosion in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, and that's it was anything. It couldn't have been anything else really better to describe it. I mean, that's really what it was, right? You know, this game was what, 3-2 for a pretty good portion of this game, and ultimately, you know, Teal really turned up the pressure. I think it actually started with White. I think White realized, like, oh, like, we're kind of in this. Like, okay, these guys are good, but, like, we're right there. Teal ultimately saw that, responded, put up an additional 4 goals there in a very short amount of time. And, again, the reigning champs have not lost. Other than that, you know, one regular season loss last season, which I believe was the last week of the season.
Yes.
They've looked really sharp. And, again, if you told me that, you know, in a couple months they'll be lifting up the Cranberry Cup again, it would not surprise me.
I wouldn't either. I I'm anticipating the teal purple matchup this year, as I feel like that'll be a real good one to watch.
Yeah, and again, you know, I totally forgot what I was going to say. But regardless, I remember what I was going to say. Ethan Blackburn, I mean, as well, right? You know, White, I thought passed the puck really well. I thought there were a lot of opportunities. Some of them they just could not put on the net, but the ones that were, I mean, Blackburn was all over it. You couldn't get anything past the guy. So a team that's already loaded on defense scores enough goals to win games, and then has a goalie like Blackburn from
it's
Colorado
hard to beat.
State, right? I mean, you can't really do anything about it. And what a really fun way to end up or wrap up week 1 here. Again, to no one's surprise, Teal taking away week 1.
As we'll go through a recap. The night started with a 13-3 explosion for the black team as they take down red. Purple would double green and take a 10-5 victory from them. And as you just saw, Teal takes a 7-2 winner over Team White. Next week, a week from today, will be week number 2. It'll be kicked off with green taking on white as both teams look for their first wins of the season. That'll be followed by purple and black to see who will remain 2-0. And then the defending champions will take on red as they try and avenge this week's loss.
Yeah, that purple and black matchup next week is going to be a super fun one to watch. You know, both teams look extremely sharp today. Black more specifically, you know, again, they were in the championship for a reason last year. And then obviously purple always has looked good. And then you add Zemgus Girgensons back in that rotation, and man, that's another team I don't see them losing, but there can only be one winner of the Cranberry Cup, Andrew.
It's only possible for one team to go undefeated because they have to beat all the other teams.
Yep.
We'll have to see if that happens, who it'll be. I mean, it may not happen. We may get, teams losing to everyone.
I would be surprised if a team went undefeated this year. Again, Teal obviously won by 5 goals tonight, but for the first, 40 minutes of this matchup, it really was close.
Yeah.
You know, White looked like the part. You know, they played like it. But again, too much pressure from Teal on the forecheck and just having the puck in their own end with control, in White's own end, and too much for them to do anything with.
That will do it for us here at the Lemieux Sports Complex. We will be back next week for those 3 aforementioned games. For Billy Depew and Andrew Keel, thank you for joining us. If you joined us for all 3 or just the last one,